Hey, let's play Banishing Racer, whatever the hell this was. Let's play this. Savage Quest, welcome in. Who have I missed coming in? Savage Quest is here. Chalk Car, what's going on? Eddie Valiant, Metropole Modern. Good to see you guys. Hope you're having a good Sunday. This game looks weird. Yeah, you're a broken car, and then a fairy shows up and fixes you. And then we do stuff. That's what's gonna happen. And Blue Matrix, welcome in. What's going on? Good to see you. Thank you guys for the welcome back. I appreciate it. I know I was gone for what, like 15 minutes? That was freaking forever. That was forever. Yeah, you're a car that got fixed by a fairy. That's what you're doing in this game. Banishing Racer, hardly know her, right? Let's play. I don't know anything about this game other than it's like momentum based jumping and stuff. That's all I know. All right, guess we're going to San Francisco. All right, starting out on the West Coast. Let's go. All right, let's do a prediction as well. I don't know anything about this. Keep that in mind. Oh my God, these controls. Dude, these controls, oh my God. This is gonna be awful. Oh man. Oh no. Beardmaster, what's up? I like the car graphic. Yeah, it's all right. It's pretty good, actually. Here's the story of the game. According to the English translation, a car in a junk car is rescued from oh, so that's what it is. Okay, well, that's kind of a cool story. All right. That's not bad. Let's do a prediction. What time is it now? 2:41. Let's see if we can beat this by... How about 4:15? How about 4:15? Let's go. It's Speed Buggy's cousin. Speed Buggy was hanging out with Scooby-Doo. That's how I know who that is. It was like, today Scooby-Doo meets Speed Buggy, whoever the hell that is. I don't like Rad Racer games. Sagan had some great matches putting a groove to use in a real fight instead of training. Oh, are you and Sagan playing Beardmaster? Awesome. You guys do, oh yeah, you guys are doing some fights. Excellent. Good stuff. Guys, thank you for the welcome back. I really appreciate it. We're heading to San Francisco. Let's go. We're a sentient car. All right, so what are these controls? Okay, you can jump on other vehicles. B accelerates you. All right, maybe the controls aren't going to be as bad as I thought they were going to be. Maybe I can do this. Hey, okay. Maybe it's not bad. We'll see. Where's your health bar? You don't have health? You die in one hit? Uh-oh. There's no health? It's one hit deaths? Oh my God, it's one of those kind of games. What's up, Chid? Welcome in, man. You put 100K points in. No, I'm gonna make you lose all those points. You're gonna regret that. You are gonna regret that. Maybe you won't. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh no. Shit, how you doing today, man? Welcome in. Oh, we got a 1-up. Do you bounce off enough stuff you get a 1-up like in Mario? You're gonna lose your stupid points and it's gonna be whose fault is yours. I'm not well, Sane. Sane, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'm not well because we're playing whatever the hell this is. What? How did I not make that? Oh my God. I don't know if I like this or not. This is kind of jank. Sane, how's your day going, dude? Good to see you. Oh, you can accelerate in the air. If you hit B, it's like stepping on the gas. All right, what if you just keep hitting B here? What if you just keep hitting B? Nope. I can't even beat the first level. I gotta get used to these controls. I wonder how many continues you get. I hope it's unlimited because I really don't know. All right, let's try again. Name is banned, welcome in. You can accelerate in the air, you can. That is a mechanic. Yeah, you hit B in the air, it does this acceleration. I like that. All right. The car looks pathetic on the game over the screen. I'm sure we'll see it again. What if we just do this? Okay, that's what you actually need to do. All right, so you got to get good. You got to learn how to play. You got to learn the mechanics. And now I'm going to beat it by 415 because Chid put 100,000 points on me not being able to do this. So I've got a lot of incentive now to force him to lose that many points. Glove, this is some car game on Game Boy that didn't get released outside Japan. It's called Banishing Racer. What is that? Look, we found Optimus Prime. That's who that was, the truck. Glove, how you doing today, man? Welcome in. Hope your day is going good. The controls in this are very momentum oriented. Oh, well, there's level 1. There's level 1. I started Kid Icarus Uprising last night. Isn't that like a shooter or something? Isn't the Kid Icarus Uprising a shooter? I've only played the original Kid Icarus game and the Game Boy one. They were good. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, is this a shmup type level? I don't even know how to control this. Hold up. Oh, you keep tapping A. All right, I got it. And there's birds. All right, we got birds. This is shmup, I know, right? This is Super Cario Brothers. That's right, Malty. You got it. Super Cario Brothers. It's kind of got similar controls to Mario 1. And this is a shmup level, but you can't shoot. Oh. Well, we won. Well, that was a good level. All 10 seconds of it. That was awesome. Perfect Peach emote, Sierra. Perfect. Perfect. Could not ask for a better emote for that. Johnny says Flappy Car. Yeah, pretty much. Flappy Bird, Flappy Car. What's the difference? All right, now that I'm getting the controls down, this is not too bad. This is a game where you need to like learn how to control it. You do die in one hit from everything, though. I hope the continues are unlimited. I don't know. They might be. It might be one of those games where all of a sudden you're just dead all of a sudden. All right, what do you do with this? Not that. Okay. Car looks like a pig. Oh no, great. Now I can't unsee it. The car looks like a pig. Yeah, it does look like a pig, like with his nose. I see that. Check your Steam inbox tonight. Chid, you don't have to buy games for me. You're too nice. Don't buy another. You already bought games for me. No. You're too nice. I don't deserve it. My car can do this sane. Too bad yours can't. My car can do this kind of stuff. That's how I go to work every day. What do you do with this? Now you just jump over it? You just jump over it. Okay, so that's what they want you to do. See, it's a learning curve. What? Bullshit on that! Oh my God! I got trolled, dude. I bought Mixer sub to the Alf stream. He never said I was nice. And you know what? I'm gonna like make it so you can't give me gift subs to the Alf stream. There's a way to block yourself from getting gift subs in streams. I'm gonna do that with the Alf stream so you can't ever do that again. That's what I'm going to do. Now that you brought that up, Papo, thank you. For every season, welcome in. What's going on? How you doing today? Good to see you. We're learning how to play Banishing Racer. It looks like it might be fun. I just got to get the mechanics down and we'll be fine. This is worse bump and jump? No, This is way better than bump and jump. Oh, I still have to do bump and... Oh my God, put it in reverse! I still got to do bump and jump at some point. There's an English, Spanish, French, and Japanese Alf stream. Why is there so much demand for Alf? That should not be a thing. Can I jump on this cannon? I can kill the cannon. Okay, that's really good. Okay, I can also bounce off the cannonballs like it's Mario 3, you know, like you're on the airship, and that's the end of the level. All right, we're getting good. People want to see me suffer? Yeah, of course they do. Absolutely. Chow Yun Thin, welcome in. How you doing? Goten's favorite is bump and jump. Yeah, Goten's gonna do Deathless Run or bump and jump. Alf's a cool guy. I don't like him. Chow Yun Thin, how you doing today? Oh, now we're fighting a dinosaur. I saw this coming. You're a car fighting a dinosaur. Okay, how's this gonna work? Okay, he's gonna do fire. All right. Does he do anything? Does he move to stand there? Okay, he can jump on me. All right, well now we know he can do that. So I'm assuming I probably have to jump on him to do damage. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Well, it looks like we traded hits there. All right, how far back? Do I have to start the whole world over? Does it go back to 1-1? It goes all the way back to 1-1? Oh my God, okay, so it does not continue on the same level. You have to start the whole world over. All right, well, that's gonna add some difficulty. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. All right, so you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Does anybody know what that means? That means you gotta get good. That means you have to get good. It's not just given to you. You have to actually get good. What? What is this? A random Kaizo block? Why? You're gonna make a lot of money today? You just wait until I get good. You just wait until I get good and then you're gonna regret it and all those points are gonna be gone. And you're gonna have no one to blame but you. I would never raid Alf, ever. I don't, is that what you're talking about? I would never raid the Alf channel. You're out of your mind. You couldn't pay me enough to do that. Imagine raid, what a waste of a raid on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Alf. Yeah, great idea. Said no one ever. The only thing Mixer's good at is getting good. That's what I gotta do here, man. I gotta get good. This game has one-hit deaths. When you continue, you go back. So there's a lot of getting good to be done. And that's okay. I hope the continues are unlimited. This seems like a game where you're gonna need a little die to learn. And I'm fine with die to learn, I really am. But if there's limited continues and die to learn, that's when things get a little bit dangerous. That did not give me a 1-up. All right, that level lasts like 5 seconds. Alf would raid me. Alf wouldn't raid shit. Mike raided Alf last month. Mike wasted his raid. The car looks like Peppa Pig. Eddie said the car looked like a pig a minute ago too. And so yeah, people think the car's a pig. All right, I can work with that. Those clouds scrolling the back look nice at least. It's a pretty like good graphics for Game Boy. What's up, Stellar? How you doing today, man? I hope your day's going good. This looks like it's gonna be a pretty fun game to figure out overall. Now that I'm getting more used to the controls. But there is gonna be some die to learn. This looks Dan Kitchen style. No, 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 no. No, sir, New World. No, sir. This is way too quality for a Dan Kitchen game. This is not even close. This is light years above anything Dan Kitchen can do. Stellar, hope you're having a good day, sir. We played a Powerpuff Girls game earlier on Game Boy Advance, and it was pretty good. And now we're checking out Banishing Racer on Game Boy. This was a Japan exclusive game. So nobody got to play this outside Japan back in the day, and that might be a shame because it looks like it's going to be decent. The movement is not, yeah, the movement is D-pad, yes, but it's kind of momentum based. You don't start moving immediately when you hit the button. All right, we're back at the dinosaur fight. All right, so see that? How long did that take to get back to the dinosaur? Like 5 minutes? Yeah, not a problem. All right. There we go. I wonder if I can just... Oh my God. Okay, we're fine. All right, back up. He's gonna jump. Jump on him. Okay. I wonder if he can just bounce off him over and over. Can he hit me from here? He cannot. Really? You can't just... Yeah. So you can't just bounce off of him forever. All right, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I know, this is not a Dan Kitchen game because you don't have like endless amounts of enemies just moving up and down. Like complete unimaginative nonsense. Did you ban the Alf channel? I can't give him a gift sub? I might have. I might have banned it. Yeah. Maybe I did, I don't remember. No! Goddamn car, come on! I can't even beat this worthless dinosaur. This is pathetic. I gotta get good. That's what we gotta do. We gotta get good. Used to play a car game on Commodore called Up and Down. I thought it was all right. Commodore 64, I've never done anything on that. I guess I should look into that. Look at that stupid alpha mode. Look how dumb that looks. You should check out Ren and Stimpy Space Cadet Adventures on the Game Boy. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's Dan Kitchen. Are you serious? Dan Kitchen on the Game Boy. Stellar, I will look into that just for the sheer absurdity of it. I will be glad to do it. Dan Kitchen with Ren and Stimpy on the Game Boy. How could you go wrong with that? Did I kill him? Dude, that's such an easy fight. I can't believe I died to that. All right, so I guess that's World 1. Now if we have to continue, we will get to play again. Or we will get to continue on World 2, I hope. Diesel Girl, welcome in. How you doing today? Yeah, the weekend's going good. We're playing as a car that looks like a pig being supported by a fairy. That's what's going on in this game. Someone donated it. I tried playing it, and holy crap, oh, that bad. If you say it's bad, Stellar, you always find like the good in a lot of bad games, but if you're saying it's that bad, holy God, that's not good. That's bad. Imagineering did Ren and Stimpy Buckaroos as well. Did Dan Kitchen have something to do with that? Hey, look, we're going to Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Isn't that right? This doesn't look like Las Vegas. They don't have all these, there's not a cityscape like that in Vegas. Who did we, well, oh, well, dude, we're fighting Mock Rider. That's who that is. And we're fighting slot machines? Okay. Damn, we just killed a slot machine. My aunt's not gonna like that. She's like addicted to the slots. She doesn't live in Alabama. She can get away with that. I cannot. Oh my God. What is up so far? Welcome in. Good to have you in. How did Breath of Fire 2 go last night? I was at my parents' place watching football all night. I didn't get to see many late streams last night at all. I was not home, but I did see that you were playing Breath of Fire 2, which I need to play off stream. I make slot machine games, fun fact, is my career. You would be arrested in Alabama, KBM. You, sir, would be arrested very quickly because here in Alabama, we do not allow that stuff. That is illegal. How did I fall? Are you shitting me? Their games are actually better than most of the cheap garbage being released. They're what? Dan Kitchen? Dan Kitchen is one of those artists whose work will only be appreciated after he's gone. No, actually, nobody will appreciate games like that. Nobody. There's Mock Rider. Who's played Mock Rider? Progressive Bit got some town I couldn't leave and had to sneak out. Something about ST something or other localizations really rough. Yeah, it's sad that that wasn't actually like given a proper release. There was no regular SNES release for that game. Because I would have bought it back in the day because I had Breath of Fire 1 and I liked it. We got to get good at this. That's what we got to do. We got to get good. This is a get good kind of game. Lots of tricky jumps and die to learn. Okay, is that part of the background or is that actually going to hurt me? That looks like it's part of the background. It's not. Okay, that is not part of the background. That is something that can kill you. Cool. This game is a little deceptive, looks very simple at first, but a few parts can be tricky. That's what it seems like, Blue Matrix. Very simple controls. A jumps, B accelerates, but the momentum-based controls make it a little bit harder than it would appear. Like, if this was like Mega Man platforming, this would be really easy, but I think that's part of the challenge of this game is like getting used to how this controls, which is a little bit awkward. Oh my God. All right, so what do I do? Go underneath? Like that? Oh my God, that was close. That was really close. Okay, we're good though. Dan Kitchen helped revive the game industry after the crash. Actually, I think you might be right about that, actually, Johnny, because he made good Atari games. His skill level at making a fun Atari game was high, but he just couldn't get past Atari. Can I not get back up there now? Oh, I can. Okay. I was about to say that. I just soft locked the game. All right. See, I'm starting to get a little bit better with these controls, so it actually makes sense now. Is that gonna... Ah, yep, I knew it. I knew it. Anytime you see a bridge like that, it's more than likely gonna collapse. All right, did we beat the first world or level? Yeah, all right. So I'm getting good. You can now tell people you've been crushed by a woman's thighs. Well, that did happen. I thought that was part of the background, honestly. I really did. Duggar, what's up, Duggar Video Games? Welcome in. How you doing today? This is a fun game. I like this so far. This is a good experience. Okay, now we have a steel beam with a frog on it. All right, that's what that... Okay, that's not an enemy. That's what that looks like to me. That looks like a frog. Anybody see a frog on the steel beam right there? Because I do. Bundor, welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, City Connection vibes. Made by the same company as City Connection, Chalico. Yes, sir. Those legs would kill anybody, says Link. I don't disagree. Dan Kitchen single-handedly created Dark Souls. I don't think so. I think From Software created Dark Souls, but I could be wrong. What do I know? So far, I'm looking forward to playing Breath of Fire 2 off stream at some point, because I can't get enough RPGs off stream. That's like my whole gaming experience when I'm not streaming is RPGs. I save those for all off stream. And for on stream, I save action platformers. So we get the best of both worlds. Duggar, I hope your day's going good, man. Always good. Oh my God, that was close. Okay, what is this? Oh, we did find like a bonus. It's like a bonus round, okay, except you don't have to do anything, you just get a free one up. Okay, well that's cool, I like that. I also thought the woman was part of the background, that's what I thought. What do I know? Oh look, it's Donkey Kong. He's even throwing barrels. Wow, yeah, they just ripped Donkey Kong off. Oh, okay. Oh my God! All right, we're fine. We're fine. No! Mock Rider! God damn it! Do not get me anything autographed by Dan Kitchen. No, if you want me to, if you don't want it to go in the garbage can. Who's played Mock Rider before? My cousins own that game. That's a black box NES game. My cousins had it. We did not beat it. Oh my God. Mock Rider betrayed me, I know. No, that's not Excitebike. We're going that Mock Rider, because I've actually played that a lot. I got Mock Rider the same Christmas I got an NES. Dude, that same for my cousins. My cousins, same thing, literally. They got it the same year they got their NES. We're gaming over. All right, we're back to the start. That's fine. I'm learning the level. I like this game. This is actually a fun little game. I would have not minded owning this as a kid, but Japan only, so we couldn't have done that. I had Mock Rider, should have made a Super Mock Rider for SNES. Yeah, I feel like that's like an abandoned Nintendo franchise. I just gave up on it. We gotta learn these levels. That's what. You stupid idiot car. Could you not make that jump? Nope. Could not make it. Antares, how's your day going, man? Hope all is well with you. Jax, you should play this too. I bet you'd like this. This is a fun little game. I'm actually... God damn it! Okay, never mind. Yeah, you just saw Donkey Kong, Beard Man. You saw him. I'm gonna start over. I'm assuming we get unlimited continues here. Watch it be a complete game over now. No, I think it's unlimited. Is it fun? Actually, it is. I think it's unlimited continues, so you can die to learn all you want. Not the stupid idiot car. Herbie would have been so much smarter. I remember Herbie. That was old school. That was supposed to be like some. There was like a remake of that or something too. I don't remember Herbie. Can you just walk over it? Nope. I thought I could pull a Ninja Turtles there. It's not happening. Complicated later on, but hopefully we'll get home at a good hour and I will get out by then. I hope so, man. It's a weekend. Everybody ought to be chilling. Christmas, I got NES. I got Super Mario, Duck Hunt 2-in-1, Gotcha, and Top Gun. I remember renting Gotcha. Gotcha's a light gun game. And yeah, most people ended up with the Super Mario Duck Hunt combo. I got that one. And Top Gun I rented. And I actually managed to land the plane on the aircraft carrier. I actually did it, but then I didn't get any further than that. We're gonna stream Top Gun at some point. That is a game I did play as a kid and I would like to beat it. So there will be some Top Gun streams. Can I just jump over this or do I really need to go under? I can't believe it let me kill that right there. I can't believe it. But yeah, this is like Mario except you're a car, you're right. It's a platforming car, and it controls with momentum like Mario 1. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, you just kind of have to get used to it. I'm still trying to get used to that. And you can accelerate in midair by hitting the B button, which is also kind of weird. And that's a mechanic you kind of also have to get good at. Alright, I think we beat 2-1. Is that the piggy bank on wheels? Yeah, that's the piggy bank from, let's see, anytime somebody says piggy bank, it reminds me of The Price is Right, because there's a one of those pricing games is called Any Number, and it's funny when somebody wins $3.85 in the pricing game. Oh, you won the piggy bank! $9.22. Best prize ever. It's like an insult prize. That's why I like it. But yeah, anytime I see a piggy bank, it reminds me of Price is Right because of that. Is this game only out in Japan? I did not know this game. Yeah, Japan only, Beardman. Japan only. And that's a shame, too, because it's a fun little game so far. Like I said, I think it's unlimited continue, so I can keep dying to learn all I need to. I got killed by Mach Rider! Yeah, vanilla. Top Gun's not exactly a good NES game, but I haven't beaten it yet. God! Dude, this is not going very well. Now we're back on 2-1 again. Yeah, you lose progress when you have to continue. You have to go back to the start of the world. That's okay. A lot of games do that. It's perfectly fine. You just gotta get good. You gotta quit getting killed by Mach Rider. Watch out for the coin. That slot machine's dead. Okay, that's good. Caleb, what's up, man? Welcome in. I'm getting trolled really bad in this game. It's one-hit deaths on everything. Caleb, how you doing? Son of a bitch! God damn it! I can't get good. That is not a gas pump. That is a slot machine. We are in Las Vegas. Gas pumps do not fire coins. That is a slot machine. That is not a gas pump. Who thinks that's a gas pump other than Reg? He's wrong. Designed these enemies. This is the Brave Little Toaster on acid. I never watched that. I saw that as a kid and I was like, and my mom was like, hey, this is something you could rent. You want to rent the Brave Little Toaster? And I was like, Mom, I'm not a 3-year-old. I don't want that. I was actually like 8 or 9 at the time, but I was insulted by something called the Brave Little Toaster. I got killed by the lady. God, dude, I am getting my ass kicked right now. That is not a gas pump. What? Are you guys crazy? That looks like it's not an ATM either. It's a slot machine. We're in Las Vegas. Look, it's got a handle you pull and then you try and win. Look, there's the handle you pull. There's where the money comes out, and there's where the bar and the jackpot thing shows up. That is a slot machine. I am promoting gambling because I can't do it because I'm in Alabama. I gotta get good, man. This game's kicking my ass. I wonder how many worlds are in this game. What if it's like 8 worlds? No, it's a slot machine. That's what it is. End of discussion. I won. I win the argument. Slot machine. We trash talking the brave little toaster. We are, Zaylin. I thought that was too childish for a 9-year-old me to watch. My mom was like, here's the brave little toaster. Is this what you would like? I was like, no. We're renting something else. We're renting Ghostbusters. Zaylin, what's up, dude? Welcome in. We're having an argument over what that was in the chat. That looked like a slot machine to me, and people are trying to tell me it's a gas pump and God knows what else. The brave little toaster had some intense moments. Are you telling me I missed out? Are you telling me I missed out by not watching the brave little toaster? Is that where we're going with this? Mixer goes on to rent Hellraiser instead. I think I went on to rent Ghostbusters, actually. No, I probably rented the Goonies for like the 21st time. Because like every time for the weekend it was time to rent a movie and a video game, I'd be like, my mom was like, what do you want to rent? I was like, I'm renting the Goonies. And she was like, again? That's number 15. I was like, yeah, I like the Goonies. So that's what I did. Yeah, this game's Souls-like. You got it, K-Fight. This game's Souls-like. You got it. You're certain the slot machine is not a face, it looks like a unibrow, 2 dot eyes, and an open mouth. Well, then why would it have a lever to pull where you try and win money? What's the lever? The Goonies are good enough. Thank you, Cindy Lauper. Don't you kill me again. It's a slot machine. Why would a casino level promote gas? Thank you, Quirky. Look, a moment of clarity. A moment of clarity right there. Look, that's a gas pump, Mixer. It's firing out coins. Okay, I found the hidden one up again. That's good. Maybe we'll actually beat this world. Goonies Never to Say Die. Did I have a favorite character? I love the nerdy kid with the gadgets. Yeah, I had a crush on Andy. Andrea Carmichael, the girl. I had a big crush on her. That was my favorite character. Yeah, big surprise, right? That was my favorite, yeah. All right, this is where I died last time. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, oh my God. Dude, that was awesome. I could never do that again. Oh my God. Don't know, they should not make a Goonies 2. They should not make a Goonies 2, no. We're good with what we got. Stage 2 cleared, all right. Holy crap, half the people in chat will say the opposite to Mixer no matter what they really believe. I know. They're just trying to get under my skin. I get it. Goonies is so good. Captain Lou Albano was in the music video with Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Are you talking about girls just want to have... No, not girls just want to have fun. I'm talking about freaking Goonies are good enough. So yeah, that was another Cyndi Lauper song. Was there no boss fight? Now we're fighting tractors out on a farm? Is that what that is? Or is that like a four-wheeler or something? And I'm dead. All right. Welcome to Colorado. Is that where we were? I wasn't looking. I was looking at the chat. So we're at the Rocky Mountains back there in the background, right? Send out the bushwhackers. Don't send out the bushwhackers. They'll do that stupid dance thing they do. It looks like Kansas. This is definitely not Denver. This is not Denver. This is out in the sticks. This looks like where a friend of mine lives in Alabama. It looks like this. I like this game so far. This is a fun game. I would definitely recommend this. I wonder how long it is. Oh, there's Optimus Prime. It said Denver. Yeah, this is like Denver. This is definitely Denver. Big open fields with cows and little fences and UFOs. Did that kill me? Was that a death? That was a death, okay. Yeah, this is definitely Denver. Yeah, you can tell by the farms. Thought the Rocky Mountains would be a little rockier than this. Yeah, and I thought Denver would have more buildings than this, but what do I know? God damn it, dude. If you get stuck in the bad spot, you're just dead. Denver, the last dinosaur, clearly, right? Denver, what the hell? This was a Japanese exclusive game. Yeah, maybe they thought the entire state of Colorado looked like this. Colorado's a nice looking state, by the way, but I've never been there. Just, oh, the same thing again. Oh my God. Yeah, but the cannons too, right? The game started in San Francisco, yes. With my accent, if I went to the sticks in Alabama, I'd be shot. More than likely, yes, Maddie. More than likely, yes. You would have to put on a fake accent. See, I visited a friend of mine that lived out in the sticks like this. And his mom, I met his mom, and she, God damn it. And I met his mom, and she was like, "You're not from Alabama, are you?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm from Tuscaloosa." And she was like, "You have no southern accent at all. You're not from here." I was like, "Yes, I am." And my friend was like, "He hates sweet tea. I don't think he is from Alabama." And I was like, "Dude, you're going to get me shot. You need to stop talking like that. This is Alabama." God damn it! Stupid car! I don't want any Proto. You can have them. All you. All you, sir. So what do you do to not get hit here? How about backing up? All right, that kind of worked. Throw it in reverse. All right, bounce off this, bounce off that, bounce over the tractor, whatever the hell that's supposed to be. We just got a one-up. That's good. This car sucks at being a car. It does. It's not easy to control. That's the hardest part about this game is the controls. It's momentum based. You can't just immediately go in a direction you want to go in. You just can't. Like right here. You have to stop and like slowly turn yourself around. I'm trying to get up there to the bonus round because that's what that looks like. Mixer sounds like he's from Alabama. You're just a city boy. I know that's what they were like. And my friend was like, "Yeah, he's from the big city." I was like, Tuscaloosa is not exactly the big city. But to them, it was the big city because they lived out in the middle of the sticks. I was like, oh, this is pretty rural. I'm not used to this. I thought my area was rural until I visited that friend. Holy freaking God. That was rural. Because that's that UFO, right? Are you shitting me? How are you supposed to avoid that? Now we have to do that terrible jump again. That does look like a Goomba, it kind of does. I kind of see the resemblance. Man, this guy's serious on this level. This level's not messing around. Renegade Johnny, welcome in. This one actually is fun. Yeah, it's kind of trolly though because the controls are very, very unusual for a platformer. I'm not used to this level of momentum. This is like Mario 1 type momentum, but worse. All right, I think we can get a 1-up if we do that. Yes. You never heard of this game? Yeah, Turquoise. This was Japan only. This game never got a release outside Japan, unfortunately. I wish it did. It is good. All right, you really need to be above stuff before jumping because other stuff jumps too. How you doing today, Johnny? Hope you're doing good. Welcome in. This game is very Japan. Yeah, it's a sentient car being attended to by a fairy. So yeah, very. All right, where's the all right, how do we not get hit by this? All right, okay, now go. All right, you have to wait on it. Is there gonna be another one? There is gonna be another one, okay. Go. Go, AL. We're not going to Alabama, are we? We better not be. I don't want to. I already live here. I don't want to visit it in the game, too. Okay, hopefully we're not. I don't want to do that. No, okay, this is another shmup level. All right, you have to tap the A button to fly. Okay, we got bats. What video game doesn't have bats? What retro video game that's a platformer does not have... Oh my God. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we got UFOs and track and field as well, right? By the way, that's not a good game to play unless you have turbo. People have tried to get me to play track and field 2 on NES. That is not... Oh my God. I couldn't go back in time. Alabama doesn't have enough representation. It doesn't need any. It needs none. Trust me. What was that, Reg? Something, I finished my high school career in a small Colorado town called Parachute, and it's definitely fit the textbook definition of the word rural. Gotcha. All right, so that's not exactly Denver, is it? Castlevania does, of course. Your car dead. Why does he have angel wings? I don't know. I stopped questioning stuff like that. You just go with it when it's a game like this. All of a sudden now the car's got wings, and then on the next level it won't have wings. The next level will have a pig snout or something, so I don't know. The Rocketeer for NES. I have not played that yet. That's on my list. Jack, you're about to play that one too, aren't you? Rocketeer on NES. I've got that one on my, that one's been on my list for years. People told me it's actually pretty good compared to the SNES one. You can just go under these. You can just go under them. All right, see, we just learned. Go Alabama! See, Alabama football won last night. That's the only thing good about Alabama is we got good football. College football. If you're not in Alabama for the college football or going to the beach, don't come here. It's on my list. Yeah, okay, it's on my list too. So we'll both probably end up playing it within a reasonable like time frame between. And Electric Snow, welcome in. Thank you for the 10 stream streak. Twitch started counting again. Isn't it funny that Al is supposed to be all that and doesn't even know date time? Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Bama's cooking this year. We're doing pretty good. We got off to a bad start. Now we're doing good. Hopefully it'll stay that way. But Electric Snow, thank you so much for the 10 stream streak. Yes, we got great beaches here in Alabama. We have Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. Very nice place. Very, very nice places. Probably the best places you could go to in this entire state. Oh my God, these jumps when they do that. Do they have Girl Scout cookies in Alabama? Yes, they do. I've had them before. My favorite is the Thin Mint. I like those Girl Scout cookies. I don't get them too often though. They're expensive and they're a lot of calories. So no, I don't get the cookies too often. I'd rather just give them a donation and they keep the cookies. That's usually a better idea when some kids are fundraising stuff. I'm just give them a donation, let them keep the cookies. Is that a tire? What is this now, a Dan Kitchen game? Stuff moving up and down? Great. Can I kill that? I just went right through that. We have time for Doom. What's 3:21? I don't know how long this game's gonna take. We still have to do a Tecmo Super Bowl today too. I think we're playing the Bears. Proto's team's gonna get an epic beatdown. That's gonna happen. Oh, now we're at Death Mountain. Now we're at Death Mountain. Yeah. Who's been to Death Mountain before? It's in some game where he plays an elf or something. I don't know. But there's rocks that fall and you have to watch out for them. Don't get tired? Nah, I'm wide awake, man. I wish I could get tired. That's one thing I don't get in my life is tired. Go Alabama. I love bump and jump. I don't like bump and jump. That's the third good thing from Alabama. What, did I name 3? I said the beach. Oh, we got another boss fight. Uh-oh. A bulldozer? Looks like we got a bulldozer. Okay. How's this gonna work? Okay. Gonna throw boulders at me. Okay, you gotta lower that at some point. Really? Okay. Oh, how am I supposed to hurt you? What do you do? No, not Landstalker. Actually, you do play as an elf in that game. That's a great game, Landstalker, Alex. Death Mountain is from Ocarina of Time. No, it's not! It's from The Legend of Zelda and Adventure of Link and Link to the Past. Then the first game you name is Ocarina. How dare you? How dare you? How do you hurt this guy? I don't get this. I do not get this. Dude. Is this some kind of gimmick fight? Some kind of gimmick fight, isn't it? How do you damage this? You have to jump early. You gotta jump real early. Okay. You can do it early before he puts the scooper up there to defend himself, all right? But if you do it too late, you get hit, yeah. Victor Brick, thank you for the 45 stream streak, man. I appreciate it. I think I got it. I think I figured it out. Favorite part of Ocarina of Time is Hyrule Field. What? You like being bored? You like walking around in an empty field with nothing to do? Is that what you like? All right, I've hit him a couple of times. Is he dead? That's like 5 hits. He's dead. I win. You have to time it right. When he's throwing the boulder, you can hit him. Why is the timer stopped? Probably because the developer was smart and he was like, you know what? Once you make it to the boss fight, we're gonna stop the timer and not be an asshole. That's what we're gonna do. And then we just got through Denver. A bunch of empty fields was Denver. Denver was basically a Hyrule Field. This is a demo for Blast Core. Oh, great, Blast Core. Everybody talks about that game. We're going to Detroit. All right, so this is actually a city that's based around cars. All right, this is the first thing you think about when you see Detroit is like a big cliff in the background and trees and a river. This is definitely Detroit. I'm getting all kinds of Detroit vibes from this right now. I know you guys are too. Look where we are! This is like a Mario tree level. This is what this is reminding me of. Watch out for the birds. Yeah, we're going to the Motor City. We're gonna catch a Detroit Lions game while we're there. How did I miss that jump? Where's RoboCop? I know, where is he? He is the law. Yeah, we're supposed to be in Detroit here, but all I see is a canyon. We got big bird poo. Basically, that's what that is, yep. This is a really fun game. I'm really enjoying this game. It's got some die to learn to it. It's got some tricky controls, but I think this is fun. This is really a fun Game Boy game. This is way more quality than all Game Boy Color. I swear to God, Game Boy Color is like, it went backwards. We got killed by a Cheep. It's not Detroit. The dot was west of Lake Michigan. Oh, so you're telling me we're in Chicago then? While we're in Detroit, stop by the Little Caesars flagship location for their extra most bestest pizza. I haven't been to Little Caesars in like 30 years. The Little Caesars that was local to my parents' house back in the day, that closed a long time ago. We used to get the breadsticks every now and then. I don't think we got the pizza very much. We used to get the breadsticks. That was pretty good. I remember Little Caesars breadsticks. It's been a while. All right, there's gonna be a fish. Is there gonna be more fish or just one? Fucking stupid car. My first job was Little Caesars. All right, so you know about the breadsticks. Think you can play Donkey Kong Country ROM hacks? Probably. There's probably good Donkey Kong Country ROM hacks because it's a good game. We're gonna die here and start over because I need lives. That's what we're gonna do. This looks more like Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee is a little less like, it's a little more not quite as dense as Detroit or Chicago or something like that. I've never been up there in real life. The furthest I've been north is Washington, D.C. And that was for a business trip, so I didn't actually get to like do anything, like have fun exploring it or anything. That was all business back in the day. But I've never been any further north than that. How do you make that jump? Dingo and I co-streamed Donkey Kong Country 2 ROM hack was pretty difficult. Wow! I bet that was hard because Donkey Kong Country 2 has some really excellent, difficult stages that require a lot of practice to get through. So I bet that was a fun co-op ROM hack right there. That's awesome. I think my favorite Donkey Kong Country 2 stage was that snake bouncing up through the sewage was catching up with you, and you had to keep going up. I think that was my favorite Donkey Kong Country 2 level. How do you make this jump? I think we need to get holy shit. Oh my god, don't. Oh my god, the momentum. Come to Massachusetts in the winter, you will hate it. You'll never want to be cold again. Dude, I would love it. I don't know how to make this jump. I do not know how to get past this jump. You can always turn this off and play a Mary Kate and Ashley challenge run. Yeah, that sounds like a worthy use of my time. Mary Kate and Ashley again. Hey, by the way, Caleb, we have more Mary Kate and Ashley games if you want more. We have many more to go. These controls, dude, this level is hard to work with controls in this game. We do have unlimited continues, like I said, I'm assuming. So we'll get it, just keep going, practice it, get good. All the usual stuff. Yeah, we're gonna do a football game. I was reading chat. Stupid me. My family was a Pizza Hut house. Actually, we went to the restaurant free salad bar. Pizza Hut, that's another relic of the past. We don't have Pizza Hut here anymore. We used to. They have that personal pan pizza. That was kind of nice. They served you your own personal pan pizza in a skillet while the thing was about 8,000 degrees. It was great. My friend had a birthday party at Pizza Hut. It was fun. God damn it. Dude, this level is something. Pizza the Hut, he ate himself. Our maker, he's dead. Start over again. I gotta get good. Mixer, you can't complain about stereotypical city designs and also when they remove them. Well, I'm just trying to make the game make sense, that's all. We were in Vegas and it looked like a New York landscape, and then we went to Denver and we were out in the middle of a cow field, so we're out in the middle of the pasture, so I don't know what this game's trying to do. Obviously, it was Japan only. They did not understand geography of the United States of America, clearly. They're all over the place here. I cannot make these jumps. This is insane. Pizza Hut's buffet was great. All you can eat pizza still baffles me. They got rid of it. I think a lot of buffets have disappeared because I think the places that run them, it's like too expensive to run a buffet these days. I think that's why a lot of them are gone. We have a pizza place here called CC's Pizza. I don't know if anybody has that, but that's a pizza buffet place in my town. I think it's a pizza chain. CC's, it's spelled C-I-C-I. Anybody have that? CC's is awesome. Okay, Laid Back with a Beer knows what I'm talking about. Need some accurate depictions of the US in the next Mixer soft game. Yeah, I'd develop my own game. That would be fun, vanilla. I wouldn't mind doing game development. I really wouldn't. Trying to figure out how to make this jump. I can't get enough. This is bullshit. That's what this is. This is complete bullshit. I'm starting to get mad at this. Quixley, welcome in. We used to have CC's here. It closed down years ago. Me and some friends used to go to the local one here back when I was in high school. I've had CC before in Oklahoma City. Okay. Western Sizzlin'. Never heard of that. This wasn't truly all you can eat. I'm suing. Some people take it way too far. Some people literally think it's all you can eat. And like when the restaurant closes, some people are like, I'm not leaving. It said all you can eat. I've never run into that kind of trouble before, but I haven't been to too many buffets in my life either. Just every now and then. So how the hell do you make this jump? I'm having no success with this. This is insane. I feel like such an idiot, but there's nothing I can do. Pizza Ranch or something here? The food there was pretty mid. Pizza Ranch, never heard of that one. That might be local to your area, Diesel Girl. I think I have an idea how we're gonna do this. It just has to be timed properly. Wish I had Donkey Kong on GameCube platform and bongos was good. Amazing boss fights. I know nothing about GameCube. That was like after my time. I was like not doing video games then besides EverQuest, which I was addicted to. But yeah, I was kind of out of the loop on console video gaming for a while. All right, here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna do a speed burst, and then we're gonna jump And so that's, yeah, you have to time it perfectly. So now I know how to do it at least. It's like almost instantaneous, that jump right there. So the water's gonna rise and I'm gonna die that way too? Great. I love Donkey Kong on Game Boy. I have that game. We'll probably stream it at some point. Donkey Kong on Game Boy, yes. We'll probably get streamed. I think, isn't that a puzzle game though? Isn't that mostly a puzzle game? Chat's not gonna be able to behave during that game. Not that it's a bad game and not that I wouldn't like it, it's just chat's not gonna be able to behave. It's gonna be all that I see it shit with the puzzles. And everybody's gonna be like, yeah, I'm the smartest thing ever, I saw it. Do I really want to put up with, I hit B, dude, I hit B. It's the simplest of puzzle platformer games. Yeah, but see, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get stuck on some puzzle at some point. It's sometime during the way, and somebody's gonna be, I see it! I see puzzle answer! I smart! Look at me, streamer dumb! I hate that. And that's not just a me thing either. I see that happen in every other stream I go into when there's a puzzle going on. Every single one. Anytime there's a puzzle, people have to show how smart they are. Okay. Let's get good. The water's gonna rise. What do you do about that? What the hell do you do? Do you wait for it to go back down? I see it! God, that is the worst feeling ever. I don't care what anybody says. And it's the people that don't stream that always do it because they know. They know it gets on people's nerves. That's why they do it. And they don't stream, so they don't have to put up with it. So it's a completely different attitude. We're getting a raid. Coyote, welcome in. How you doing today? How'd Marvel Rivals go? Did you kill everybody with Jeff the Shark like you usually do? Is that what you were doing? You were killing people with the shark? I know you were. Mountain Drew, welcome in. We're playing some car game here. I'm really awful at it. I suck at this game. I'm trying to get good. I think you have to maybe wait for the water right here. You do. All right, I figured it out. The City Connection 2 game is pretty good. This is good. It is good. Coyote, how'd the stream go? Did you have some good fights today? Get in some good rounds? I hope so. I've watched puzzle games where chat was well behaved. What was that, like 1 out of like 9,583 streams or something? Because I don't think I've ever seen that. I've never seen chat behave on anyone's stream with puzzle games. People want to ruin it. Oh my God, get on that, get on that, get on that! Oh my God, we're up here. I didn't know you could do that. This is like Mario or something, right? That was fun. How's your game going? This game's good. This game's pretty good. I'm learning it as we go. There's some die to learn mechanics, and I am totally okay with that. And thankfully, we're not playing a puzzle game, so people won't see it. The timer was down to 9. I know. I started having to get my car in gear. Get it? Pun intended. Look, the level name is Detroit, but I paused it on the map and the dot was closer to Milwaukee. I thought Japan knew geography. Guess not. Oh, now we're in the water. Look at this. Coyote, I'm glad you had some good games. That does look like a good game. I know why people like Marvel Rivals. I'd probably give it a try sometime, but I have just so many games to play off stream. It's ridiculous. Great music on this level. This is the best music we've heard in the game so far. By the way, now my car has a snorkel, but it's underwater, so this snorkel is not really accomplishing much. Holy shit. Minnock Fox, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope all is well. Oh yeah, the cities have moved since 91. That's true. The Earth is always moving, right? Earth science lessons. Yeah, that snorkel's doing a lot of work, isn't it? Yeah, cars can go in the water like this too. This makes perfect sense. I love how realistic this game is. This is my favorite part. It also has a propeller on the back of the car. Can I kill this without dying? Nope. Holy crap. All right, so you can't kill that, and that means I have to do the other level again. All right, I'm getting good. I'm getting good. We're getting a little bit better each run. I know how to do this stage now. Shouldn't have a problem with it again. This game is well balanced for unlimited continues. This is a well balanced game for that, because there is some die to learn mechanics you got to work through. So well done for Jalico on making a good game. Get the yeah, where's my harpoon gun, like in the Goonies? The Goonies 2 has a harpoon gun you get when you're underwater. Are you shitting me? I didn't make the jump. Snorks, aka underwater Smurfs. I swear to God, the Snorks were like a de-evolved version of the Smurfs, like millions of years before, when they were in the water, before they evolved. I think that's what that was. Yeah, that was Snorks. That was it, Diesel Girl. You got it. We do have seagulls that try to shit on you, though. Yeah, it's actually realistic. That is a real thing. Is that the correct pronunciation of Jalico? I always said Jellico. I don't know. I have no idea. Say whatever you want. I don't like pronunciation anyway. Everybody gets mad about pronunciation this, pronunciation that. Who cares? Just say it however you want. That's one thing that gets on my nerves when somebody, like when I'm watching a stream and somebody keeps trying to correct the streamer on pronunciation. That's like one of the most asshole-ish things you can do. Nobody does that to me here. There was one guy that used to do it. Thankfully, he's long gone and banned. But that was before like I knew like 99% of you guys. Fucking car! To start over again, I need lives or we're not gonna beat this. And then you look up how to pronounce something. It's like arcane symbols, right? Or it's like Nordic runes or something, right? Yeah, same thing. Actually, yeah, that thing, Grimdark, exactly. Man, this is hard. How much horsepower does this car have? I don't know. I don't know specs of vehicles. I'm not a car guy. I know you are, Eater of Worlds, because we've talked about that before. My dad's a big car guy too. He keeps hoping I'll turn into a car guy at some point. I'm like, no, Dad, I hate cars. They get me from A to B. That's all I care about. And my car is fuel efficient and it doesn't break down. That's all I care about. That's what I look for. If it checks all those boxes, I got a good car. That's all I need. Horsepower and all that shit, don't give a crap. I don't need horsepower to drive to work or the grocery store or something. All right, we got to get to the high ground. Now we got to wait. The fairy god mechanic, newer stuff. Look what she made, a hell of a car, right? I know. It's kind of crazy. Okay, get up there. Tell your dad I have a 2020 Shelby GT 350 and a 1967 GT Shelby GT 500. Okay, I'll tell him. Because I'll probably be over there at their house later this afternoon to watch some football. Thank you for the 100 bits, man. I'll bring that up. And he'll know exactly what that is. I don't have a clue what it is, but he'll know. Mixer can't go mudding in his car. No, I can't. My car wouldn't do mudding at all. Not a chance. Get up there! I won! Yes! Merlin the Ninth Wizard, welcome in. This game is very interesting. I like this a lot. I'm enjoying it. It's not easy. It's got die to learn. You have to figure out how to make certain jumps. You got to work with the momentum. This is a fun game. This is not a game you're just going to pick up and like beat in like 20 minutes or something. You're going to have to get good at the mechanics, which is the kind of game I like. I like having to get good before I can beat it. Otherwise, it's too easy. Merlin, good to have you here, man. Hope your day is going good. The people who pronounce Street Fighter names with a Japanese accent in English is Ryu, not Ryu. I always went with Ryu. As a kid, I went with Ryu, and even the Street Fighter movie says it Ryu, but I always went with Ryu. I know that's like nobody can ever seem to agree on that one, but I think it's Ryu is actually it. But I always went with Ryu. And there's still a lot of people that go with Ryu. My dad goes with all the original ones too, because we used to play that growing up. There's no music on this stage. It's kind of weird. How do I get maybe going this way? This is a PB, by the way. I've never been this far. Ultimate dream car is DeLorean, but I'd hot swap the engine out. Yeah, DeLoreans weren't exactly good cars. They were not good. They were only made famous by Back to the Future, which is fine. You know what, Rush? If I was rich, I would get a DeLorean time machine, like a repo made, just for the fun of it. Because I think you can get that done for like $200,000 or something, but I don't have that money just sitting around. Pretty sure the Gull Wing doors had issues too. I bet they did, because that's like a lot of moving parts. It's Ryu in Japanese with the accent. It sounds like Rue. Okay, that makes sense, honestly. Art of Fighting, they pronounce Rio is yo. They do. I played Art of Fighting, and I remember hearing that in Jackson. I was like, what the hell did they just say? Yo. Yo wins. Yep. That was it. That was it. A lot of people probably haven't played Art of Fighting, but that is exactly how it was said. Random lasers now? Holy crap. Holy freaking crap, dude. I gotta hurry or people are gonna win points. Chid bet 100,000 points that I wasn't gonna be able to do it, and I want him to lose. So we gotta get gooder. Watch out for that record. We got a vinyl record rolling in. Okay, can I touch that without dying? Okay, so you can just jump past it. All right, I got it. Now we got crushers, okay. All right, let's go back here. Let's make this jump. The laser! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God, I thought the record was gonna hit me. I panicked. You do enjoy the classics? Hell yeah, Merlin, I love the classics. I only stream retro stuff here like 99.9% of the time. I'm definitely not a modern games guy. I was born in 1981, so this is like, this is what I grew up with, these kind of games. Dude, that, oh! Oh my God, go quicker. I got pics of one. He's got a flux capacitor and everything on it. Christopher Lloyd signed the passenger visor. That's awesome. I wish I owned one of those, Diesel Girl. I wish I could just have the money sitting around to buy me a reproduction DeLorean time machine to drive around. That would be awesome. But I think they cost like $200,000 if you want to get one made. Help. Okay, which way? Maybe if I stay at the bottom, we'll be okay, because that way I can jump up if I have to. Boy, these levels. Okay. I didn't know what I could touch and what I couldn't touch. All right, start over, man. This level's kicking my ass. And we're back in the water again. Yeah, you die, you go back in this game. This game is balanced to send you back when you die. That's normal. Welcome to retro gaming. You die, you go back. Perfectly normal. In regards to the Ryu topic, I pronounce Akira as Acura and not the more popular US pronunciation of Akira. Yeah, that's another one that people always go back and forth on a little bit. Like I said, I'm fine with any pronunciations like that. I don't care if people get it blatantly wrong. I don't care. I'm never going to correct somebody on pronunciation. By the way, you didn't say it right. I hate it when people do that in any stream. God damn it. My parents drove an Acura. An Acura. My friend's got an Acura. With today's games, I'm pretty much into Nintendo and indie. Me too. Me too. I find anything like retro style to play. It's fun. Art of Fighting felt like the weakest of the SNK fighters. A lot of people didn't play that one very much, or World Heroes were not exactly real popular SNK fighters, but I liked them both. I like fighting games. I'm a fan. I spent half an hour driving directly behind a DeLorean in the middle of rural Wales 14 years ago. It's surprised to see one over there. That's awesome. I've never seen one in person. Of course, I live in Alabama. Probably most of the people here don't even know what Back to the Future is because it doesn't have hunting and fishing in it. And that's what's big here is hunting and fishing and mud riding and all that shit they don't give anything about. But yeah, that's probably the way things are here. Dude, oh my God, this world is hard. If I mispronounce a word, I prefer if people tell me. Well, I hate that, so I'm glad you like it. I'm gonna start saying things on like when somebody tries to correct me when I pronounce something some way and they try and correct me and tell me to pronounce it a certain way, I double down and pronounce it the way I was originally, even harder. Great Scott, Marty, we got a hell of a 10-point buck. I know, now you sound like my uncle. That's how my uncle talks. Did you see that 12-pointer I got? I was like, no, and I don't care. Did you see the bass I caught? Nope, don't care about that either. Got anything else to talk about? By the way, I beat Ninja Gaiden sword only. That was harder to do than shooting your deer. Get on my level, get good. Snackdot, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. DeLoreans are probably illegal in Alabama too. The only thing legal here is Ford F-150 and Chevrolet Silverado. If you don't have that, you're doing it wrong here in Alabama. Caught you a delicious bass. Well, he doesn't catch them to eat them though. That's the problem. He catches stuff for trophy. That's why he shoots deer. That's why he catches fish. It's all trophy to him, not for eating the deer, not for eating the fish. It's trophy, which is ridiculous to me. It's a fish. Whoop-de-doo. You're supposed to eat it. That's not the way he rolls. All right, we know how to do this next level coming up. Alabama theme stream, only play hunting and fishing games. They're mudding games. Yeah, Super Off-Road's a mudding game. But you know what? I admit I like that one. I like Super Off-Road, and you don't have to be a fan of mudding to like that game. Because Super Off-Road with like 3 other players in the arcade is freaking awesome. I don't know who's played that arcade version. It's got 4 wheels on the cabinet. It's great. Silverado is only legal in Alabama if you sing "Oh Like a Rock." Yeah, I don't want to sing that though. Because I don't like country music. I hate it, actually. Oh, that's another Alabama thing, country music, that I also hate. Oh, was that from Napoleon Dynamite? I hadn't seen that in forever. It's been like 20 years since I've seen that movie. Part 3 has a good bit of shooting. Does it? Well, that might be fun then, Sierra. Maybe I should play that. Maybe I would like that. Part 3, okay. I'll keep that in mind then. Make sure you can tell your uncle Mike to kiss my ass. Trophy hunting is the worst hunting. Oh, don't worry, Chris. I tell him that all the time. That's funny you remembered his name. I haven't even said his name in the stream, but you know it. Because I have said it on stream before, yeah. Chris and I agree. Trophy hunting is, that's shitty. I don't like it, but he's big on that stuff. He thinks this is a big deal. Well, like I said, I beat Ninja Gaiden sword only deathless without picking up any healing stuff. That's way harder than any hunting stuff he's accomplished. So I know what I'm doing. I also beat Holy Diver deathless. I bet he hadn't done that. These things are gonna hit me. Ivan Stewart, I know that guy. Super Off-Road. We know that guy. Go 10. Hell yeah, that's a mudding guy I like. Waiting for Back to the Future remake where the time machine is a Cybertruck. If that happens, I am not watching it. That sounds like the worst thing ever. Back to the Future, but it's a Cybertruck. No, not on my watch. Hell no, that thing looks like a reject from the Pinewood Derby at the Cub Scouts. The Pinewood Derby car I made looks better than a Cybertruck. I still own that thing, and it looks way better. I think it looks like shit. No! God damn it! I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna do a Back to the Future remake. A rejected PS1 car model? Yeah, it's like early 3D. My favorite era of gaming, early 3D. Actually, it's my least favorite. I cannot dude, I gotta wait. You gotta wait there. You don't go, you wait. It's like you're being in a red light. Go 10, that's a great that's a great name. I like that. The Back to the Future trilogy was made in the 1950s. They'd make the time machine out of a Ford Edsel. The only reason I know what a Ford Edsel is because it was the car in fucking shit. It was because the car in what was the game? Maniac Mansion. There's an Edsel in the garage of in a Maniac Mansion. That's the only reason I know what kind of car that is. Because I beat Maniac Mansion as a kid back in the day, and there's an Edsel car in there. The good old Pinewood Derby. Dude, I won the Pinewood Derby. I got a medal for it. I destroyed everyone. Wonder if Mixer's uncle tells his friends all my nephew cares about is beating Holy Diver Deathless. I hope he says that. I hope that's what he says. Because that's a badge of honor, Vanilla. Because see, that way I can, that's better than bragging about shooting a deer and not eating it. I mean, am I wrong? No. All right, that fish missed me. Controls, dude, these controls. I hope this is the last level because this is hard. This is very die to learn. We're gonna start over because I need more lives. It does not look like a truck. No, Jorgirl, it doesn't. Back to the Future remake, the time machine is I don't know how to say that. Skibidi. It's that toilet thing that all the kids are into. That's like a verb now, or like an adjective, the way people describe it. Guys, that was very skibbity, or whatever the hell that word is. I don't watch that shit. I just know what it is because my cousin's kids do. They think it's funny or something, like a guy's head in a toilet. I'm like, is this what you're entertained by these days? You kids need some help. You kids need a good helping of Battletoads. That's what you need. Zoomy Ball, welcome in. What's going on? I won the Pinewood Derby and they had 2 bronze, 1 silver. I got bronze instead of gold. Wow, that sucks. They couldn't even afford like a gold medal or something. That's terrible. Too bad our Pinewood Derby cars didn't meet. That would have been a fun race, right? Domino the Destitute, welcome in. What's going on? Zoomy Ball, how you doing? How much tougher can this get? I don't know, but I'm getting destroyed. This is not complicated platforming as far as like what the level design is. The danger with this game is the control of your vehicle compared to what you need to be able to do to get through the level. That's what makes this hard. You can't just stop immediately. You're always moving. You're always in momentum. That's making this a lot harder than it looks. Like right here, you have to back the car up just enough to have enough room to do. It didn't work again. You have to press B and then A almost at the same time, and it does good! See, it's just hard to control. I'm having a lot of problems with the controls. Start over. We got to get lives back. There's no reason to continue on without maximum lives. It's very smooth for a Game Boy game. It runs perfectly, yeah. The controls are actually good. It's just, you got to get used to it. The seagulls are dropping big wads of poop on me, I know. Pee-wee's Playhouse had a talking toilet, didn't it? It did, but see, that was good. That was a good talking toilet. That skibbity toilet or whatever, that's a piece of shit. That's kiddie stuff. That's what the teenagers are into. And if the teenagers are into something, I want out of it immediately. Teenagers are also into Mountain Dew and Doritos, but some of you guys are too, unfortunately. God, fucking hell, dude. Oh my God. This game horrible? No, it's just this level is just really hard. I'm just trying to get good. We gotta start over again. Yeah, Chid's gonna get a nice payday. I didn't think this game was gonna be this hard, but it is. It started pretty easy. And then I was like, oh, I've gotten good now. Now we're fine. Oh, now I'm getting nowhere. My car wasn't the right weight. They had to add it to the race. Oh, yeah, the car had to be within a certain specifications on weight and size for the Pinewood Derby. That's right. I forgot all about that. My dad and I built my car, and we added extra weight to the front, so when it goes down the ramp, it would go faster, and it freaking dominated. Our car did not lose a single race. My dad was like, I guarantee this car is going to win. He was right. We won. All right, here. You have to hit B and A almost simultaneously right there, or you don't get the jump. It has to be like that almost. Nope, not like that. Not like that. Nope. God, I can't even do it now. It's so hard. Poggers Doritos. All right, Stay Puff. How old are you? How old are you, sir? 12. Start over. I'm not happy until we get there with all the lives. But no, this game is not horrible. This game is actually fun. I'm having to work hard to get through it, which is actually perfectly fine. I don't mind. I can't believe that didn't kill me. That time it did. See, now I'm just impatient now. I'm just trying to get through it because I want to get to the next level. Remember a friend badging this game for retro achievements is doable, but it was like pulling teeth. Family games, I get that because it's a hard game. It really is. I'm definitely not doing the retro achievements for it. I don't do retro achievements for like anything. I get what I get. I have them turned on and then I move on. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and try and beat like a stage hitless within a time limit or something, whatever kind of bullshit they do. Still don't understand poggers. I don't either. It's been explained to me a couple of times and I still don't get it or like it. All I know is the kids love it, so that means I automatically hate it. If the kids are saying it, I'm not saying it. You guys shouldn't be saying it either. You're too old to say it. You're also too old for Mountain Dew and Doritos, but who's listening to me? Nobody's listening to me on that. I like my Mountain Dew. It's good. It's a soft drink. It tastes good. I like it. I'm pressing B, dude. I'm pressing B. It's not doing anything. I'm pressing the B button. There. Good Lord, that is hard. No! Oh my God, dude. I'm doing the regression thing. That happens anytime you're doing a game that's kind of hard. You'll get a PB and then you'll regress for a while and you'll go backwards and you'll suck ass for a while and then you'll get good again. Right now, I'm in the regression stage. My car's a hybrid. Good. You know what that means? We save money on gasoline. I am glad my car is a hybrid. Thank you, Eater of Worlds. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. You take your expensive gas guzzler. I don't want it. See, I only care about efficiency. If it's not efficient, I don't care. I'm only about efficiency. So yes, if the car being a hybrid makes it more efficient and I have to spend less money to make it go, I want it. Money's more important to me than like horsepower or some bullshit like that. I don't need to drive to the grocery store. There we go. See, I'm trying to get better at that jump. That's a hard jump. I like efficiency. Insulting my car because it's a hybrid. Who do you think you are? Merlin, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. It's good to have you here. Thank you for the kind words. We do pretty much 99% retro here, so if you like retro gaming and a lot of trash talk and stuff, you're going to be in the right channel. And I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all weekend. We probably do about 15 hours of streaming every weekend. It's fun. I look forward to it. We got to go fast here. That's what you got to do. You got to go fast. See? I had to make 1,300 gas guzzler tanks when I bought my Shelby GT350. I have a fuel-efficient car, my V8 Chevy Suburban. Something tells me you don't care about fuel efficiency, though. Something tells me you don't care at all. That time counter is important. It was down to 9 seconds earlier, Brigand, for your information. We were down to 9. Brigand, welcome in, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. We're positive and supportive chatters. That's right. Always, 100% of the time. Especially during puzzle games, Diesel Girl. That's the most important. That's when people are at their best behavior during a puzzle game. or is that the opposite, right? We should have 30k points redemption for Mixer to eat the Baja Blast pie. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want that. This probably got a lot of calories and shit anyway. I would not eat that normally. I e-bike exclusively yearly transportation, spending $100. See, Zoomy Ball knows what's going on. That's the kind of transportation I wish I could get away with. That's awesome. $100 on a freaking e-bike? Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of efficiency I love. What do you see? You don't see shit. You see water and fish. It's not a puzzle. You tried Street Racer on Genesis, a clone of Mario Kart? No, I've heard of that before, but I've never played it, Street Racer. I know exactly what you're talking about, but no, I've never played it. By the way, your turbo meter doesn't work in the water. And we're not having Baja Blast pie. We're not having it. Mixer isn't combing the desert. I ain't found shit. I know. That was Mr. Tuvok that said that. That was Tim Russ. I even know the actor. Me too, Diesel Girl, me too. Me too. I have not beaten this level yet, by the way. This is as far as we've been into the game. Spend more than $100 on one fill-up. It's awful. Yeah, see, that I try and get around that. I try to avoid that type of stuff, Eddie. That's just like, I know you have to. I know in a lot of cases you have no choice but to do that, but like having to spend that much money on fuel, that's basically setting your money on fire. It's a requirement for a lot of us, but like I said, I hate it. That's why I try and go for efficiency over everything else, but I know that's not always possible, unfortunately. My parents have an SUV, and that thing eats up gas like crazy as well. All right, that's gonna fire a laser. We're gonna jump over the laser. We're gonna use turbo mode and go down here. We're gonna stay at the bottom. I think the bottom is a good place to be. Okay, so in 2 roll up, you go back. I'm trying to memorize this section so we can actually get good at it. All right, can I drop down to this? Is it it is possible. Okay, I didn't know if I could balance there or not. All right, this looks terrible because there's a conveyor belt. How strong is it? Not very strong. Okay, I'm stronger. All right, this is where that horsepower stuff's coming in handy. All right, good. Man, this is dangerous. Don't jump! Don't jump! I hate it when the other cards jump. I hate that. All right, this is the best run I've been on yet. We're gonna back up. We're gonna throw her in reverse. Bounce off the trucks. Those are like delivery vans or something. Oh my, look at that. What the hell is this? The Iceman stage on Mega Man? Ah! I fell through it! Are you kidding? After all that work! Oh, did the time run out and I didn't die? I didn't even look at the timer. I've never been to New York City, Catman, maybe one day. My drive to work is only 12 to 15 minutes. I'm very thankful for that, straight down the freeway. Zaylin, you live in Southern California, so that's some of the worst looking traffic I've ever seen on the planet. I've never been out there. If I ever get to visit out there, Zaylin, can I come hang at your place? That'd be fun. You can drive us around. I don't want to fight the traffic in Southern California. Thank you. But yeah, so the timer didn't kill me. Time does not kill in this game. It's just bonus points. It's generally good design. That's awesome. That's awesome. I wasn't even looking at the timer. I was just trying to get through the level. Plabu, how you doing today? That's really good to know. So now I don't have to worry about the timer. I wasn't looking at it to begin with. I was just trying to platform through the level. Hell yeah, that'd be great. Maybe one day I can do that. I need more time to like get off and travel and stuff like that. That'd be fun. All right, we're going this way. We're going up. I know how to do everything in this level now. How are we gonna get past that part coming up though? That's gonna be hard. All right, just wait for it. If you're not sure, just wait on it. Timer no longer matters. I was at New York this year, but only for a business trip. Yeah, when you're doing a business trip of some kind, you don't have time to do any fun stuff, unfortunately. I did that when I had to go to Washington, D.C. It was all business. I wanted to hang around and like explore and see all the stuff. Didn't have time. Sucked. How the hell are we gonna do this? There's a laser over there on top of this, like Kaizo level now. You see it, Adeline? What do you see? A platform? Good. Stop here in Phoenix on the way to SoCal? I would. I've never been out west before. Furthest west I've been is like Louisiana, not very far. Okay, so you can actually jump on this thing. It is possible. I'm gonna die. Oh my God, I didn't get hit by it. All right, is this the end of the level? Please be the end of the level. Please don't have a boss fight after all that shit. That was so close on that laser. All right, is that the end of it? Did we beat this world? I hope we did. No bonus for time, that's perfectly fine. Stage 4 cleared, hell yeah. Hell yeah, no boss fight. Ooh, it's a grind, man. I like it though. This is a really fun game. We're in New York. All right, you wanted to go to New York? We're here. We're here, and look, the background actually looks like New York. What do you know? Mixer's gonna do this his own tour of the US and visit every viewer. That would be fun. If I had time to do it, I would. Now it looks like City Connection. Where's the cat? Don't run over the cat. This is not New York, this is totally Kansas. Oh yeah, that's right. Since we're doing everything wrong. What the hell is that? Pac-Man on a slinky? Well, that came out of nowhere. Holy shit, guys, thank you for the GGs. That was awesome. That was actually awesome. All right, so there's gonna be Pac-Man on a slinky. I threw it in reverse. I tried. All right, let's keep going. Mixer visits us in San Francisco Bay. I would ask him to train me in Street Fighter, and guess what? In Family Games, I would be glad to do it. I have trained some friends of mine in Street Fighter back in the past. But the problem is, with fighting games, people don't stick with them long enough to get good. Because to get good in fighting games requires you to get your ass kicked a lot in fights. And a lot of people will not play long enough for that to happen. Fuck you, Pac-Man. All right, Pac-Man emotes in the chat if you got them. I know Goten and Jax have Pac-Man emotes. God damn it. You're one of those people, DJ? That's perfectly normal. There's nothing wrong with that. I've seen it my whole life. Eat that, Pac-Man, you piece of shit. All right, that's probably gonna happen again, so we need to be like mentally prepared for more Pac-Man on a slinky. Just need a giant rat with a slice of pizza to take Mixer's car out. A giant rat with a slice of pizza. You talking about Splinter? You talking about Master Splinter? The controls killed me that time. People also think they can strategy through learning fighting games and need to build muscle memory. And muscle memory and the mental capability of knowing what to do when. There's a lot to getting good at fighting games. It really is. Way more than people think. I got Pac-Man dead again. A lot of people are like, I know my special moves. I am now good at fighting games. I hit buttons quickly. I'm good at fighting games. And it does not work that way. I've tried to tell friends of mine that, real life friends of mine that over the years. They still don't even get it. It just doesn't work like that. Okay, good. You really need the boost here to do anything. This car has not got good hit detection on jumping. Not good at all. That's right, Spade's got that smug Pac-Man emote. I forgot about that. I love that. Dragon Right's got that one too. Okay, I see some. I love to see this game's on Game Boy screen. I think it's different from the emulator. What, like this? Like, you would rather see this on the actual Game Boy? There's like blur and stuff on the real Game Boy. It's a little bit different. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just kind of the way that the original Game Boy was. When things move quickly, it blurs. Like on this. Yeah, you get a little bit of blurriness on the actual Game Boy screen. Pac-Man 2 has some of the best animations. I love those animations in that game. Do you remember Spade streaming that game, Beardmaster? This was a while back. I thought he was going to end up hating that. It looked kind of terrible, but he ended up having fun with it. I was kind of amazed. Okay, good. There's a lot of tricky jumping here. All right. Oh my God, I made... No! Oh my shit, this is dangerous. All right, all those... No! All right, we're going to the subway. I've never ridden a subway in my life. Not one. Game Boy ghosting was pretty awful. Yeah, Super Mario Land's first Game Boy game I ever played. That's got really bad ghosting in it and blurring. All right, we're in the subway. I've never been in a subway before. Not once in my life. I would like to at some point just for the experience of having done it. I'd rather ride the subway than... What the hell? Koopas? Koopas? Really? Oh my God, how did I survive? This game's got the most random enemy selections, like, ever. What?! I wasn't gonna say Ninja Turtles, but now I guess I have to. We're not in the sewers, this is a subway! They are Ninja Turtles, I see the weapons. My first thought when I see a turtle of any kind is like Koopa, but these are actually the Ninja Turtles, yes. I can't believe they did this. Maybe this is why this game didn't get released. Because they were worried that, like, this would show up and they would get sued or something. Maybe this is why. Yeah, we got Michelangelo, we got nunchucks. What the hell are you supposed to do here? All right, I'm hitting B so we can keep the... Oh my God. Okay. You gonna do it again? Oh my God. Oh my God! Okay, we're fine. Oh my God. Get him! Yes! I can't believe I'm still alive after all that. How am I alive? I don't know. Whoa! Oh, another one up. Keep doing it. If you kill 4 enemies, if you bounce 4 times, you get a 1 up. So we're just loading up on lives here. Okay, is this the end of the stage? Not yet. All right, back up. That's funny. Black Indie Dev, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Hope your day's going good, and that's the end of the level. Hammer Brother Rejects. It's either that or Ninja Turtles for sure. This is like a Thomas the Train fever dream. It is. Oh my God. All right. I wonder if this is the last level of the game. Oh, we got an auto scroller. We got an auto scroller, everybody. I love them. I love me some auto scroll. I know people hate auto scrollers. I kind of like them. It's better than It's better than collecting. Like the last thing I want to do is collect. Just give me an auto scroller. We'll be fine. Oh, this might be a hard jump. Okay. Pac-Man! Oh my God, we have to go down. No! Look at that! Ryan Walker, welcome in, man. How you doing? Holy shit. All right, this is gonna be tough. This is not going to be easy. It's one of those auto scrolls where if you don't keep up with the screen, you get crushed. It's one of those. I don't know how I didn't die there, but I'll take it. Lots of extremely tight jumps here. All right, the truck there. This is why they give you all those extra lives, because you're gonna need it to learn this level, I bet. Because I was killing all the turtles. Not going fast enough. Not going... Couldn't jump up there. Would not let me jump up there. Wouldn't let me do it. All right, that was a wasted life. Yeah, Street Fighter 2010 has some auto scrolls too. Real auto scroller like the traditional Gradius speed up section. Fucking Pac-Man. I gotta move forward right there. You gotta move forward. Those are Amazon delivery trucks. Yeah, it's an Amazon world. We're just living in it. I know. You're not wrong. They're gonna take over the world, and there's not jack shit people are gonna be able to do about it. Good old auto-scroller, nothing anxiety like a good auto-scroller when you have literal seconds to figure it out. That's exactly what this is. Exactly what this is. Now Pac-Mans are just owning me. Is there a Timu Sonic in this too? I don't think so. We haven't seen any hedgehogs yet. I've not seen any of that. Hopefully we won't. All right, so I should just wait here and let them go by. All right. Memorization is a huge... It's hard to make these jumps. You don't just make a jump and you end up there. It's not that simple. Okay, I remembered where that was going to be. Jumps are way harder than they look, and it's all due to the momentum of the character. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. That's all it is. It's not an easy game. Somebody will be like, I speedrun this game. It is very easy. I'm a speedrunner for it. Easy. Just gotta see the level more. I just don't know the level very well yet. Just gotta see it 20 more times. That's all I gotta do. Keep seeing it. See it again after that. It's all about memorization. All right, just let that go that way. What if I just go this way? No, because there's a Pac-Man up here. It missed me. Yeah, you speedrun this game when you were a kid, didn't you? Yeah, see, easy. There's that word again. I hate that word so much. Forgot to jump. You have to make a jump there. All right, let's start over. Let's go all the way back. Oh my God, I'm all the way back to the first level of this now. All right, the good thing is I know this level, and I know the next level after this one. So that's a big positive. We need all the extra lives we can get our hands on. This is all about lives. Yeah, progress was going pretty good there, and then I ran into a brick wall, but that's okay. That's perfectly okay. Sometimes progress just absolutely just dies when playing through a game like this. All right, where is the safe place to make the jump? That's not safe. That's not safe. That's what I was looking for. Perfect. So the... Yeah, there's not a fuel thing. Actually, Ryan, the timer does not matter either, we found out. The timer got all the way to 0, and you still don't die. I gotta practice it. I gotta do the practice thing right there if I want to get the extra life. All right, let's see it again. More practice. This is just a practice run right here to try and learn how to get that extra life every time, because I need it badly. That was enough to get it, okay. Yeah, the timer's just for points, and I don't think points do anything in this game. I think it's one of those points or pointless games, which is a good thing. Actually, no, that's a bad thing. You want points to contribute to the game somehow and, like, give something to you, but I don't think it does anything. That is a terrible jump right there because you have no room to maneuver right there. All right, all the Pac-Mans are gone. But yeah, the timer is pointless unless you're big on wanting the high score on Banishing Racer. Then yeah, then maybe it's a big deal. But otherwise, no. All right, we have the Ninja Turtles on this level, and I will get some 1-ups. They're not very dangerous at all, actually. They're very easy to kill. Surprisingly, you wouldn't think they would be, but they're very weak. Yeah, they're just easy to kill. It's kind of unbelievable. I don't think they've killed me a single time. Here's where you get your extra lives, which you're gonna need. It had to happen at some point. I was going too fast. I just get for you a dartboard with a set of darts and an Alf plushie. You hang Gordon Shumway in front of the dartboard and toss darts at him. That's my kind of Alf game. You're right. Yes. You know, one reason I don't like Alf is because there was a kid I knew that was like 10 years old. His voice sounded kind of like Alf. And that's one of the reasons I don't like Alf, because it reminds me of that kid that I didn't like. Yes, even as age 10, his voice sounded kind of like Alf, and the kid was extremely annoying. So that's one of the reasons I hear Alf or see him, it reminds me of that kid. All right, see, we're getting a bunch of extra lives. The extra lives look like Samus's helmet. You see the extra life symbol up there? Look at all the lives we're getting. This is awesome. Now we're even going to get even more because I'm getting better at the level. What? I got killed by that stupid car? Really? No, he didn't actually, Lord Awesome. He didn't say that. I'm really glad he did. God damn it. It's okay, we'll get more lives. Actually, we can kind of farm lives here. Corman, this is called Banishing Racer. It's a car game on Game Boy that never released outside Japan, weirdly enough. You play as a sentient car that looks like a pig, and it's got momentum-based controls, which adds a lot of difficulty to this game. Difficulty that you wouldn't expect it to have, but it's all about momentum. It's strange. Is it a bad game? Not at all. It's actually fun. I've gotten deep into it and it's hard, but I'm enjoying this a lot. It's a good grind. But yeah, you're playing as a sentient car. Yeah, like Christine. I was thinking more like Herbie, but Christine, I guess, would work too. It's Herbie. Give me more points. We're getting more points. Corman, was that not a great day of sports yesterday or what? We won in basketball, we beat LSU in football, Auburn lost again. It was a wonderful day, as usual. Just another day at the office. Go Wisconsin. Didn't we beat y'all earlier in the year? Yeah, we did. It was a good game. You won yesterday, Family Games. You guys won. Good job. Love it. I know. It was wonderful. All right, back to the auto scroll level. Corman, you gonna be on later? You gonna play some Resident Evil 4? I'm assuming you're gonna be on to make a little more progress later. Go Alabama, right? See, this game even said that. This game even had a Go Alabama sign in it earlier. I couldn't believe it. We upset Washington. Lovely Jim amidst a terrible season. Yeah, sometimes you just have a bad year. It happens. Got a couple of chapters left. Yes, a couple of chapters left. Yeah, you're getting near the end of the game. I had to lurk in your last stream. I was not home. Yeah, this game had a sign that said Go AL, so I took it as Go Alabama. I don't know if that's what it actually meant, but that's what I interpret it. Oh my God! Oh my God, what a move. What a move. Go, 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 go. I'm not gonna get down there, am I? No, I'm dead. God damn it. You gotta go faster than that. You gotta go faster. That sucks. Yeah, you won early today, Reg, right? Oh, no, it was a Thursday night football, wasn't it? The game was like 10-9 or something. All right, we gotta get good. This level's hard. This is actually a tough level. Need to memorize it. Does anybody else see that? See the indicate? Gotta wait on the Pac-Man. Gotta wait on it. Gotta remember that part. You see the extra life indicators at the top of the screen? That looks like Samus's helmets. That's what I see. What does anyone else see? Somebody else is gonna be like, those look like mushrooms. You do see it, R-Maker? Okay. I rarely see the same thing as everyone else for some reason. I don't know why. Wee Toad sees it too. Why did you change your name? You changed your name to Wee Toad instead of Wee Todd. You did that for me, didn't you? You did that because of me. I just noticed it. I can't believe it. You don't see it. What do you see then? See those as paint buckets. See, everybody's gonna see something different. Twitch made me, I bet. It's a car silhouette? No, it's Samus's helmet. Stupid little toads. Okay, I see the Goomba in Mario Land. I see it. All right, everybody sees different stuff as usual. Red, how you doing today? You look like Metroid, actually. Like Metroid. Yeah, like that Metroid guy, right? Man, this level's just kicking the shit out of me. I gotta do better. You see a car? I do not see a car. I don't see that at all. You ain't see it. Yeah, I know. I knew it was coming. I just couldn't back up in time. I just could not back up in time to avoid it. This is all momentum based. Piggly Wiggly with wheels. Piggly Wiggly, like the grocery store. I didn't know that grocery store still existed. Piggly Wiggly. I'm trying to back up. All right, there we go. I know what's going to happen in the levels, just can I get myself in the right position to do it? See Toad staring into our souls with their beady black eyes. I don't see any. God fucking damn it. You have to memorize the level or you will not beat it. This is one of those games that it's all about memorization and momentum. Isn't there a Piggly Wiggly in Northport? I'm not sure if it's still there or not. I think I know where it used to be, but I'm not sure if it's still there or not. Next time I go by there, I'll look. God! James Chungus, welcome in. What's going on? It's like everything's going wrong. Piggly Wiggly is really old school, I know. It's been around a while. But I didn't know it still existed. Maybe there is one still in my town. They're around? Okay. So they are still around. That's nice to know. I probably haven't been in one since I was like 8 years old or something. All right. Had to get out of the way. At least I got a lot of lives. You can't always make this jump. It doesn't not always work. It's like random whether you make that jump without hitting B or not. It's strange. Live in the South, I'm less than a mile from Piggly Wiggly. That used to be a Save-A-Lot. Okay. And there was a car there. There's going to be a car up there. All right, add that to memorization. I did really good the first time I got to this level because I didn't know what I was doing and it was all beginner's luck. Now that I actually am trying to get good at the level, I'm having a hard time. Beginner's luck is a real thing. I see it all the time on every playthrough I do. Okay, jump up again because there's going to be a Pac-Man. All right, no car here. There's a car on the next one. They did a good job with this game overall, though. It's very well balanced for its continue system. Go. You gotta go faster. Must go faster. God damn it! You have to go fast there too. Everything's about fast on this level. Okay, so that was a pretty good run that time. Susamu, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Food Lion, I haven't heard that in a while. Yeah, Food Lion, I do kind of remember that. Food Lion. There was also Food World back in the day. I'm not sure if that grocery still exists or not. We have Publix grocery here. That's the one I usually go to. There's a Walmart neighborhood market around here as well. All right, jump again. I know where all the enemies are. Just got to get myself there. I haven't seen a food lion in freaking forever. Food Lion is originally Food Town. I don't remember that. Used to be a Food Lion and Food World in Northport. Yep, I remember where both of them were. Those are old school. Ooh, that was close. All right, we got to get down there quick. Get down there quick! God! There is just no room for error in this part. No room for error. You need to be exactly in the right spot, at the right speed, at the right momentum, or you die. Publix has the best fried chicken. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I don't get fried chicken like hardly ever, though. But it is pretty good there. You're not wrong. Never heard of World. Publix is in Alabama. I think Publix is more of a southeastern grocery chain. I might be wrong, but I believe it originated in Florida. But we have it here in Alabama, and there's 2 in my area. We have Safeway and Lucky's out here. Never heard of those. Remember shopping at Publix in St. Pete's Beach, Florida when we were vacation there? Yep. Never, we have Buc-ee's too. Yeah, we have Aldi like everywhere. Everywhere you turn around now, Jax, there's another Aldi. I'm not sure if I trust that place because it's like off-brand stuff. I'm not sure if they have like as good of like safety codes for all that stuff. I'm not sure. I've never gotten anything from Aldi before, but those are like everywhere now. How did I die? Wasn't perfect enough. This game wants perfect on these levels. It wants perfect. You can't exactly do perfect when you don't know the level very well. Funko is about to collapse. Yeah, I heard about that. Making all that stuff. Yeah, Funko. I don't have any Funko Pop stuff. The only place I saw Publix was in Florida. Yeah, we got them in Alabama everywhere. Mom always shops at the Publix off of New Watermelon Road. I've been to that one all the time. I've probably gone by your mom there a lot without even knowing it. Corman, that's funny. I bet I've walked right by your mom multiple times there and not knowing. Terry Sabin shops there. Never seen her there. Never seen her. I hope if people do that, people leave her alone. Because I hate it when people like bug celebrities for stuff. I jumped half a second too late. Dragon Supra, welcome in, man. Thank you for the raid. What are you playing today? I'm just getting my ass kicked up and down here. I'm getting absolutely stomped. I hope our game of Tecmo Super Bowl ends on a high note because I really need something positive after this travesty. This is going like shit. Cannot believe this. We're gonna game over again. What if there's a boss fight at the end of this? There might be. How'd your stream go, man? Used to work at a Publix. I worked dairy. That was hard work. Busiest department. Yeah, dairy is dairy's gonna be big. You got the bread, you got cheese, you got milk. Yeah, there's gonna be constant activity with that. This game started off so cute. Now it's just torture. I am shocked how hard this game got, Sane. I was like, oh yeah, we'll be done with this in an hour, right? No. That's a good thing though. You don't really want to like get through a game that quickly. I like having to grind and spend some time working on a game. I do enjoy that. That time they were in a different position. I swear to God with this game. I swear to God with this game. What if we bug Mixer in person? Do we get shot at? No. You can bug me in person if you see me, absolutely. That's never happened before. Somebody's never gone, hey, you're that guy from Twitch, right? No, that's never happened. I doubt that'll ever happen because this is Alabama. Like I said, people care about hunting, mudding, and fishing. And some of us do like college football, which is good, but people are more into that kind of stuff and like tech and video games and that kind of thing. Probably be at game cons, right? I've never been to a game con either. Never been to a convention. Because there's really not any in my area. I would have to travel to go to something like that. Pac-Man's on Springs, I know, right? And it's getting obnoxious as all hell. I'm not a celebrity, hell no. I don't want to be a celebrity. I am definitely not one. Okay, that was good. That was good. Can I drop down here? I can drop down there. I can drop down here. This is a PB. There's cannons here, okay. This is a PB. I've not been this far. Okay, it looks like there's X's on some of the passageways, so I'm assuming you don't take one of those. Take the one with the O. I'm gonna trust the signs here and hope they don't lead me astray, but we'll see. I'm assuming we have to go down, so we need to hurry. All right, now we have to go fast. You're gonna make me do this kind of shit? How? Look at that! And now we're all the way back here again. Oh my God. Man, this level's hard. That's why they give you all those lives on the previous level so you can work on this one. I'm not a celebrity God gamer. That is nonsense, and you know it. I have a handful of our followers who have met up with person when they came to San Francisco Bay. It's been nice. I bet that was fun. I would do that if I had people in my area to meet up with. I would absolutely do it. See, Corman here in the chat, he and I met up. He's lived here before. He and I went to Hooters a couple of years ago. It was fun. Maybe we can do it again this year. Actually, Hooters closed, didn't it? We'll have to go to Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that. That's okay. Hooters closing down. What the hell? Yep, that happened. The Hooters I got kicked out of is closed. You stupid game. You stupid game! Now we have to go back to that turtle level again. Are you shitting me with this? My God, this game. We have to do it all again. Yeah, makes it an average person tortures himself on the internet with jank games, and pretty much. Original owners bought Hooters and are taking it back to its roots. I wonder if it'll come back. I wonder if it'll be reopening then. Oh, you don't know the story about why I got kicked out of Hooters? I don't need to tell it again. I don't need to tell that again, do I? No. The Pac-Man didn't spawn that time. What the hell? Start over. Gotta have a perfect run on level 1 or we're not gonna do it. You should know. Yeah, I've told the story like 8 million times, but we have people in the chat now that maybe weren't around when it first happened. So, they didn't hear the story, they didn't hear the lore. Core Classman, how you doing today, man? Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Black Indie Dev might know the story. that is not what? There's no waitress named Rainbow Bright. You're changing the story. As soon as I see all those extra life opportunities, I worried what was coming. There was good reason to worry, wasn't there? There was big reason to worry with this. Controls. It's all about those good controls. Someone fill me in on this. No! We've been down this road. Scuzzy Buddy says he's new here. Tell us the story. God, am I gonna have to tell it again? Son of a bitch. Scuzzy Buddy, welcome in. How you doing, man? I'm gonna die and get my lives back because that's a smart thing to do. It had nothing to do with Clinton Ethan either. By the way, screw all those guys. Basically, yes, Diesel Girl, exactly. That was basically the short end of it, but okay, fine. If you really want to know what happened. All right, back when I was a teenager, age 17 or so, me and a bunch of my buddies went to Hooters just for fun. And it was a bunch of guys I knew well. I wasn't close friends with all of them, especially the one that got us in trouble there. So we were just going, we were going to order some wings. We're just going to hang out for a while. No big deal. Very standard stuff. And one of our friends, or he wasn't really my friend. God damn it. Wasn't really my friend. He kept trying to order big melons over and over from the waitress that kept showing up at our table to take our order. And he was like, I don't know what I want. Y'all got big melons here? And she was like, no, we don't have that here. And so I was like, I ordered my wings and all that stuff. I think I ordered honey barbecue wings or something like that. That's what I like for wings. So anyway, she was like, okay, I'll come back in a minute and maybe some of you guys will have decided what you want. So waitress comes back in a couple of minutes. She's like, all right, you guys ready to order? And my friend was like, you got big melons here? I'm really looking for extremely big melons. And so she was like, okay, you guys are out of here. And that was it. We got kicked out for that because he kept trying to order big melons. And we got shown the door. All of us got banned, and we were told not to come back either. And they said if we came back, they would call the police. So that was the end of that. We did not get to go back to Hooters, all because of that one stupid friend. That one stupid friend also ended up in rehab for drugs and all kinds of other problems. So that guy had a lot of issues beyond Hooters. So, yeah, that's why I got banned. So it had nothing to do with me. I had nothing to do with any of that. And I was banned for probably a long time. But Corman and I, we went to Hooters a couple of years ago, and there wasn't a problem. So I guess they had forgotten all about that. Maybe it was under new ownership. So they didn't check for banning or anything like that. So it worked out nicely. And I got to finally order the wings that I'd tried to order many years ago and never got to eat them. So that's how it all happened. And I've actually had people accuse me of making up that story of the friend and the person that was causing the problem was me. That is not true at all. I would never do something like that. That's an asshole, stupid thing to do. So yeah, that was not me that caused the problem. Even as a 17-year-old, I was more mature than that. I made a second account. That's right, ban evaded me. I loaded up my other account and just walked in there. Sane, you're banned too. My friend was not Jesse Pinkman, no. Absolutely not. I'm a level 18 so far. Yeah, Jax, you're doing fine with that. Just hang in there. You're going to beat it. But yeah, that's the story of how I got banned from Hooters. Like I said, it had nothing to do with me. I was guilty by association by hanging out with an idiot. Now we're fighting Ninja Turtles again. We're back to this. We got to get some lives. That's the main thing to do here is farm some lives and try and get good at the next level. And then after we beat this, we're going to play Tecmo Super Bowl again. We're going to play this week's game. I believe we are playing the Bears. That would be one Proto Shields team. Muji, how you doing today? Welcome in. I seem to have always been well behaved. Yeah, I didn't really like ever get in trouble for like behavior issues ever. I got like told to like I got my desk moved a couple of times because I'm not a quiet person, but I didn't like get in trouble for causing like problems or anything. I was one of those kids that had their desk moved around a lot because I couldn't be quiet. I was like, if you just move my desk over there, I'm just going to talk to those people. So moving my desk over to them's not going to make a difference. You can try, but sure. Oh my god, all right. We need more lives. We gotta farm more lives here. That's very crucial to getting some progress onto the next level. Let's kill more Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna die here on purpose so we can get more lives. The marks on the blackboard, yeah. You get your name put on the board with check marks on it. That's a bad thing. That happened to me some. It's not like really awful, but you have to like, sometimes you get after school detention or something like that. Only got actually in trouble one time in school. I got in-school suspension for fighting because it was a piece of shit racist asshole that deserved it. And I sucker punched him from behind, and yeah, I deserved the in-school suspension for it, but I was not tolerating that, some piece of shit being racist to a good friend of mine, so yeah, it was well worth it. Would I do it again? Yes, sir. That's the only time I've ever been in a fight in school, that one time. But other than that, my school career was like pretty normal, I guess you could say. God damn it, stupid turtle! Worth it 100%. Yeah, I would do it again. I would absolutely do it again. The guy too, the guy that was causing the problem, he'd failed like the grade like 3 or 4 times. He was like 17 years old in junior high school. So it's just a piece of dumb shit. Just racist asshole. Oh yeah, it's that guy's probably in prison right now, and the world's a better place for it. So that's what I hope anyway. I don't know. I've never tried to look him up. I don't care. Like I said, be in prison. I hear you particularly enjoyed Puritan poetry. You know what's funny is my mom was friends with one of the English teachers I had, and she would talk to my mom like when they would like go out and hang out for like different stuff, and the teacher would be like, yeah, you know, he's not doing very well this 6 weeks in my class. And my mom was like, well, guess what, are y'all doing poetry this 6 weeks? And she was like, yeah, how'd you know? And she was like, yeah, he sucks at poetry. So that was very normal. And she was like, oh, so that's all it is? She was like, no other issues? She was like, yep, that's it. He just sucks at poetry. That's what my mom said. She knew. I just have no interest in learning ridiculous nonsense. It means nothing. Well, you will interpret this poem and you will write your own thoughts of it. And I would do that, and of course the teacher would tell me it was wrong. Write it in your own words, and somehow it was wrong every time. How can it be wrong if it's in your own words? I'm dying on purpose, by the way, so we can get some extra lives here. Be fair, makes those junior high classes real brain busters. Yeah, they were! I had junior high school classes that were harder than college classes. I'm not even making that up. By the time I got to college, after dealing with some of the bullshit I did in high school, college classes were easy. Swear to God, the lady that was teaching the Puritan poetry, she was a fucking Puritan herself. I sure didn't understand it. No, writing it in your own words is wrong. How could it be wrong? It's my own words. But it was wrong every time for me, so I was just like, screw this garbage. I don't care anymore. We're farming lives. That's why I keep dying here. It's fine. Your teacher was wrong. Poetry is open to interpretation. Not this lady. I swear to God, she was the one that wrote it to begin with. I have a 10 credit class right now and it couldn't be easier. That's nice, isn't it? Take what you can get. They should have added that as a grade. Your kid simply sucks at this. That's what my mom told my English teacher. I was not good at Puritan poetry. I didn't understand it. And then after that, we got into like real literature, and we were doing like epic works, like learning about Beowulf and like actual cool stuff. And then my grade shot up to an A because I was into the subject matter and it was fun. Like doing like short stories and things like that. I like that. But Puritan poetry, that's pointless. Completely pointless. There was no reason to even have that on the curriculum. Nobody cared. Nobody liked it. Did your own words amount to Puritan poetry? Sucks. No, I didn't write that. I tried. You know, I had a teacher who tested our test-taking skills by giving us a test for a book we'd never read. That's kind of a trolly thing to do. I kind of like that. I respect it. Too bad you didn't have AI to write it for me. Oh, I would have used AI to write anything with poetry back in the day because I just didn't care. In fact, there was one time where, like, back in, like, the 4th grade or something, we had to write Hawaiian poetry because we were studying Hawaiian culture at the time. And I was like, I don't want to do this at all. I was like, screw this. And my mom was like, you should enter. It's a contest. I was like, I don't want to enter into a poetry contest, Mom. Are you out of your mind? She was like, what if I write your poem for you? And I was like, okay, fine, do it. That way I don't have to do it. You do it. So she wrote a really good poem, and mine placed so high, then I had to read it in front of the whole grade of students. And I was like, Mom, you are going to pay for this? Now I have to read a poem I don't like in front of the whole class because yours was so damn good that now I have to read it. It was not a good feeling at all. We're getting a bunch of lives. That backfired terribly. I know that's the last time I ever let my mom help with poetry. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a bad grade on it from now on. I don't care. I'm still going to graduate. I'm still going to get a good grade. I'm still going to get into college, but I will not do well at poetry. And we're going to die again because I'm still getting extra lives. I'm dying on purpose, by the way, if you're wondering. Did your English teacher accuse you of cheating? No. It didn't, because this was years before, so, and I had a different teacher many years later when I was like actually bad at it, so they didn't know the difference. Will your parents help with your homework and ask what grade they got the next day? Yeah, that happened too occasionally. My mom would occasionally help with homework if I asked a question about it, but like for the most part I was on my own, which was fine. I didn't care. My grades in school were actually pretty decent. I was mostly A's and B's most of the time. Princess Retro, welcome in. How you doing today? Hope your day's going good. We're talking about old Puritan poetry. You're just in time. Chid, how goes this? You're gonna win stupid points. Congratulations. Here's a poem for your teacher. Roses are red, reeled. Violets are blue. This class is as good as shit stew. Yeah, I should have put that in there. The teacher would have been really mad. She had no sense of humor in that class whatsoever. None. It was like her whole life was Puritan poetry. Princess, hope your day's going good. Good, just at work as usual. You need a vacation. That's what you need. You work a lot. You need some time off. I know what you're working towards, though, and it's for a very good cause, though, so keep working away. But I completely get it. We're playing, this is called Banishing Racer. It's a Game Boy, How did I miss that guy? Holy shit. I really should have landed that hit. All right, if I die here, it's perfectly fine. We're loading up on extra lives. I'm gonna die again. We need lives to get through this. You love your stupid points, well, you're gonna get them. Meanwhile, the math teacher is likely a coach and would just write off the football team with A's. Nadir, that happened to me. My health teacher in 10th grade was the baseball coach. And you know what we did? I got points for lining the baseball field. Corman, you know that baseball field? The one that's named after your uncle? That one? Yeah. Yes, it's a small world. It's a very small world, yeah. I got an A in health class for helping line the field for the baseball coach. It was wonderful. And many years later, I would learn that that field was named after your uncle, who was a famous MLB player. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What are the odds of that? Like 1,000,000,000 to 1. All right, let's get those lives back I just lost, being stupid. Hey, I still got the life. Named after my great uncles. That's right, 3 of them played in MLB. That's right. That's right, you told me all about that when we were at Hooters. That was cool. My geometry teacher was one of the school's football coaches. I love it when you have a coach as one of your teachers. I had that occasionally. I had a really shitty biology teacher in 9th grade. And it was awful. It was the worst thing ever. The lady was obsessive about biology. And so she made it as hard as she possibly could on us. No multiple choice, no nothing. My grade in there was really not very good at all. And then my buddy had the soccer coach for biology, and all they did was go out there and line the field for the soccer game coming up, or they watched a film on oranges, and that was their biology lesson for the day. Meanwhile, I'm writing definitions that are a paragraph long for hours at night doing my homework. So yeah, it was not fair. It was not fair at all. I got screwed, and I was really mad about that. Varsity swim coach is also my A push teacher. Uh-oh. It's probably not a good thing. That boss was an Eagles player. Oh, that's nice. Probably made it for a good class. How hard has this game been? This game's been kicking my ass, but we're doing some life farming right now because you can do it on this stage. So I'm farming up some lives each run, and then I die and we get more lives. And the life indicator looks like Samus's helmet up there from Metroid. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Samus, one of the greatest video game characters of all time. No, that's not Samus. That's actually Metroid, you idiot. Oh, what? They killed me. Okay, that's fine. It's freaking Toidles, I know, right? Crunky Brewster, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate it, man. My coach was an absolute weirdo. Some of them are. Our baseball coach was kind of a weird dude, but he gave me a good grade for lining the baseball field, so I was cool with that. He didn't care about teaching the health class. He had a baseball game to coach at the end of the day. He didn't care about teaching us health class. It was like, we're outside in the fresh air. It's good for you. Everybody got an A today. And that's what he was like. I was like, yes, sir. Hell yeah. I'll take those free grades. And my history teacher was a big sports fan. So if I had to miss a class for to be on the road to play my sport, which was soccer. He would give me a good grade if I missed a test or something. He was like, "You got a 95, champ." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yes, sir. Go kick their asses." I was like, "All right." This is one good Metroid, and it's Fusion. That better not be a 3D one. Whatever biology knowledge is worth. Yeah, I know. I actually like science classes, though. I enjoyed science. I just thought that was a bad teacher that year. I took anatomy physiology the next year, and we had a really good teacher. And she was really hot, too, so that made it even better. But yeah, I got a good grade in that class. Metroid Fusion is a wonderful game. That's not 3D, though, is it, Zaylin? That's not a 3D Metroid. Everybody's always trying to get me to play Metroid Prime first-person shooting, and I don't want that. This is a Game Boy version of City Connection. It's kind of like that, yeah. It's made by the same developer, I'm sure you can tell. Shit. It's 2D on the Advance. Okay, I need to play it off stream then. Hot for teacher? I was, absolutely. She was also the cheerleading coach. She was a cheerleader coach and the anatomy physiology teacher, so you get double win right there, right? A lot of guys tried to get into her class every year. I just ended up in there by sheer random luck. That was nice. Metroid Fusion is pretty awesome. Okay, I'll put that in for an off-stream game then. Pretty Linear might be a decent on-stream game. I don't know. I'd be a little iffy about doing a first playthrough of a Metroid game on stream. Okay, I think it's about time to beat the level. I've gotten enough lives. I have not played Metroid Fusion. No, I've never played it. I did Metroid Zero Mission off-stream earlier this year. I just popped it in one day, and I was like, oh, Metroid Fusion, let's give it a shot. And I got into it, and I really liked it. It's a remake of the first Metroid game on NES. Except with, like, more quality of life stuff and extra content, so, yeah, it was good. Some of the parts took me by surprise that I wasn't expecting. Like, the Mother Brain can actually fight back in that one. I was not expecting that, but it happened. I was like, oh, shit, I'm actually gonna die here. It's a good game to stream. I'm not really into streaming Metroidvanias, though. Not really my type of streaming content. I died there by accident. Dread is good, so you need to play Fusion to appreciate Dread. Yep, never played Dread either, but I would like it. School I graduated from had a lot of teachers getting fired for having relationships with students. I see that on the news occasionally. I do occasionally see it on the news. You know, they would get away with that a lot more than they do, but I think the teenage boys, they just can't help but brag about it. And that's what gets the teachers in trouble for that. They just cannot help themselves. Happens more than people even know. I bet it does. God damn it! Now I'm dying accidentally. It's the first Metroid game done Super Metroid, so I recommend it over the original. Okay, I'll play it sometime. Zero Mission is the remake. Fusion is a sequel to Super Metroid. Zero Mission, that's what I'm talking about. Zero Mission is the remake of Metroid 1. That's exactly what I know. I know. Because I did not mix those up. I know exactly what it is, because I played it this year. It's a remake of Metroid 1 on NES. Alright, let's actually beat this level now. Now it's time to actually beat it. I think I have enough lives to get through this now. But I do like the Metroid games, but they're not like my favorite things to stream because there's a lot of backtracking, and I get bored backtracking too much. Backtracking's not really my favorite thing ever. It's okay. I'll do it every now and then, but it's not my favorite. That's why I prefer Castlevania games that are not in the Metroidvania style. I like Castlevania 1 and 3, my favorites. Most people love Symphony of the Night because they like being an OP monster like Alucard. I like being OP. I get that. You want to feel powerful. I get it, but I like challenging. I like to struggle. A lot of people are like, I want to be godlike. Okay, well, you can be in that game. Shit. I brain farted and said Fusion. Well, you don't have to correct me on every tiny little thing. You don't have to do that. Actually, you don't have to do that. I wouldn't do that. Federation Force is the only Metroid, but no Metroid players ever had 3 friends to play it. What? There's multiplayer? I didn't know about multiplayer. Frustrated when I have to wander around looking for stuff in places I've already been. That gets old real quick. That's why I don't want to stream it. I would get bored. People watching would get bored. That's why I don't do it. I try and avoid those kind of games for streaming. Now, off stream, I don't mind it as much, but on stream, I worry about making other people bored. God damn it! What am I doing wrong now? No, you do not have to correct me because I skipped classes for sports. I did do that, though. You're not wrong. I did do that, Shortster. That was a thing. But that doesn't give you the right to correct me for it. Of all things. Actually! New World, have a great day, man. Thank you for hanging out. I lied. I'm still farming lives, by the way. I want enough lives where we can actually beat this goddamn level. New World, have a good one, man. I didn't expect Other M except the stupid switching to first-person mode for missiles. That sounds terrible. Why is that a thing? Switching to first-person mode for missiles? Why? Why is that a thing? That would make me bored having first-person mode. Come on, you know how I feel about first-person. It's boring. Other M's controls are bizarre. I've seen the game. I've never actually played it myself, though. I've seen it. The newest Metroid game I have beaten is the Zero Mission one, but that's just a remake of Metroid 1. I swear to God, people just keep trying to get me to play the first-person shooter one. That's gotten a lot of requests, and I don't care about it. They wanted to use the Wiimote. Oh, okay, that's probably it. See, we got Wiimote features. We got to use them somehow, put them in the game, even though they don't matter. Chat doesn't get bored to tell you what you're doing wrong, and then I tell them to go live. Yeah, that's true. I do that. Everyone has the capability of going live. Everybody has the capability. They just choose not to do so. Not that I blame people for not going live, but you have that opportunity. So if you don't like something someone's streaming, or you don't like the way somebody's playing a game, well, you can just go live and play it the way you want, right? Problem solved? Right? Everything's fine then? It usually doesn't work that way, though. People just want to gripe. They don't actually want to do it themselves. I like doing it myself, though. I like this kind of stuff. Shit. Now I can't even beat the level when I'm trying to. It switched from holding the Wiimote on the side to pointing at the screen. It was just awful. I never beat the game. That sounds stupid. Why would they do that? Because of the Wiimote. That's why, because it has to be included. I don't see enough going live, Jax. Do you see enough going live? I sure don't. I see complaining, but I don't see going live. Look how many points I have now. 300,000. You think that's enough? Probably not. Once we beat this, we're doing Tecmo Super Bowl. I don't care how late this goes. We're doing Tecmo Super Bowl regardless. I have to get the game in for the week. We're playing the Bears, so Proto Shield can see his team get some mud stomped into the ground. Resident Evil 4 is fun. I think I just suck at that game. That looks fun. I would like Resident Evil 4. Watching Corman stream it. What if someone restreamed your broadcast and just replaced your game overlay with a 3D game instead? I'd probably report them to Twitch. If they restreamed my stream, I'd just report them. Especially if the 3D thing was involved. That'd be like an insult to me. Look, he's playing 3D! Look, Ocarina of Time's in 3D! I'm nostalgic for 3D even though the game's empty. That's what I have to deal with. This game has Ninja Turtles. Yes, sir. Look at them. You can farm lives off of them. You can farm lives. That's why I like them. I'm trying to get good here. That's what I'm trying to do. Their hitbox is a lot more forgiving than it would appear. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Other M, I think, is done by the Ninja Gaiden team. Well, that's kind of weird because Ninja Gaiden, like, all the Ninja Gaiden games are good. Even the 3D ones of those are good. I watched Proto do the, what was that, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Super Jeff! Welcome in, man. How you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Ninja Turtles wielding Casey Jones' weapon. I know, right? Good old Casey Jones. Remember that time he showed up in an interview with his mask on and got the job? Yep. Good old Casey. I love the old school Ninja Turtles. God, fucking Pac-Man. You're doing good, man? Good. I like to hear that. Someone actually streamed my stream once when I was live, did a community game years ago, and they asked if they could stream live as well. Told them sure, and they literally streamed my stream, never again. Why would someone want to do that? If you're restreaming somebody's stream, I don't understand that. Why would you not just go live yourself or go watch their stream? What am I missing here? If you're restreaming somebody, wouldn't you just want to go watch the original broadcast instead of this person restreaming? Like, what would that accomplish? What is the point? This person is no longer on the platform. It sounds like a good riddance situation, Sane. Did you read the Ninja Turtles comics? I've got some of them, Bundor. I've got me some Ninja Turtles comics. I've got some Archie comics and Mirage comics. I've got some of both. It's different storylines in each one. I like the old school Turtles content. It is very good. Don't fall, good! I hate this level, the way it's set up. God damn it. Oh, I love those Twitch streamers that react to YouTube videos and get up and walk away from the chair to chat to watch while they do other stuff. Well, I don't get that either, Zaylin. I don't get it. Why? That guy who restreamed Mike's stream, I remember that, yeah. Why, though? Why do people do it? I don't understand behavior. I'm not a psychologist. I mean, I don't understand why human behavior is what it is, but some of this stuff just makes no logical sense whatsoever because it's dumb. That's a good way to look at it. There's Pac-Man. He's right there. Pac-Man's coming in. You gotta be ready for him. Archie comics are underrated. I love reading Archie and Jughead. So dumb, so good. Yeah, the misadventures of Archie and Jughead. What were they usually up to, Proto? Flirting with the two girls, Betty and Veronica. That's about all they were up to. Yeah, what's up, Betty? You wanna go on a date? Yeah, let's go, Archie. Yeah, it's a typical issue. Next week, they would go to the malt shop or something. I don't know. It was something like that. It was very simple. Very simple stuff, but like they don't have that kind of stuff anymore. Do they even still make Archie comics? I don't even know. There's Archie Corman. Yeah, that's a good Archie right there. And what a good boy. Except that time he turned your stream off. That was hilarious. I was like, oh boy, I wonder if Archie unplugged the stream. And that's actually what happened. It was beautiful. It was funny. Right at a bad time, too. It's like right at the end of Dragon Quest 2, and we didn't get to see the ending because Archie turned the stream off. It was hilarious. And then Pookums was there. He probably remembers that, too. Dude, jump the fuck up there. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I think this is a PB. Get underneath the cannon. All right. No, this is not a PB. I've seen this. All right, this is a good run. If you can make it this far, you're on a good run. See, Pookums was there. He remembers it. That was after that miracle run Corman did in Dragon Quest 2, where it almost felt like he was cheating. It went so well. And I was like really mad. I was like, you're not supposed to be able to do that. I'm sorry. I can't believe I did that. All right, we got to get up there. All right, actually, screw it. I'm going this way. Is it okay if I go this way? Or is this wrong? Actually, I think it's right. But we're going this way. We're going to follow the O, not the triangle or the X. All right, this car is going to jump. The truck is not going to jump. The car will. Memorize enemy attack patterns. Dude, this is a good run. We are on a good run. How long is this level, though? This level is still... No! Oh my god, that is bullshit if I've ever seen it! Good god, now we have to do all that again. Rob, what's up, man? How's this game? This game is legit. It was kind of a joke until I got to this stage. This stage is legitimately extremely hard. I was kind of making fun of this game a bit earlier. I was like, yeah, it's fine, it's fun, it's not hard, we'll beat it quickly. Not anymore. Rob, hope your day's going good, man. Welcome in. This game needed limited continues. Why? So people would hate it? All that would accomplish that would make people hate it. That's all you would get out of that. With a game this die to learn, there's Pac-Man. You gotta remember he's there. You gotta remember he's right there. Yeah, this game definitely needed limited continues so people would hate the living hell out of it. Good call. Curious to see how they handle Roan in the remake, currently in the part just before I get to the ship. Oh, it's gonna be interesting, isn't it? Pookums, I hope it's hard as balls. I hope it is. I want it to be true to the original version where you just absolutely get melted down in there. That's what I want to see. But I bet they toned it down. Most like modern type RPGs are not going to go off the deep end like that. But I want it to be that way. Nope. Gotta move. Pac-Man's there. He's right there. Black Jam Alex, welcome in. How you doing today? This is not going well. Talking about Cave to Roan? No, Roan itself in Dragon Quest II, not the cave. The cave is bad, but that's just the beginning. That's the calm before the storm, honestly. Dr. Roshitnik, how you doing today? Maddie, I hate that. Do you know how bad I suffered there? I suffered there beyond human comprehension. Little 10-year-old me was in tears there, crying on the floor in my room after another devastating defeat. That's probably the game I'm proudest of beating as a kid. Not Blaster Master and Ninja Turtles. No. Dragon Quest II. That last section is demented and evil and cruel. And then Corman streams it and just like breezes through it, no problem. I was like, this is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen. He should be here for another month. But no, that didn't happen. Come on! Shit! My God. What games did I manage to beat as a kid? Possibly none. It was hard to beat games as a kid. You really had to sink a lot of time into them, and we didn't always have the patience we do now to work through a game that was hard. I know I didn't. I didn't beat Ninja Gaiden 1 as a kid. I didn't beat... Let's see, what other games did I not beat? A lot of hard... Ninja Gaiden 1 being the prime example. Castlevania 1, Castlevania 3, did not beat those. I'm glad they did that, Pookums. I'm glad that was actually hard for Dragon Quest 1 on Draconian difficulty. I'm definitely gonna do that myself when I get there. High enemy encounter rate and one-hit deaths has got that. Yes, lots of that. You can die horribly to no fault of your own, which in some ways is kind of bad, but it's also exciting when you do manage to get through it. Rob, you should stream that. You like RPGs. Dragon Warrior 2 on NES. You should stream it too. That's a tighter jump than it would appear. Okay. Didn't beat Zelda 2 until adulthood. Understandable. Completely understandable there, Alex. Zelda 2 gave me a lot of trouble. My sister and I spent a lot of time working on that game. We loved it though, so we didn't mind working on it, but we went through every stage of grief you can imagine on Zelda 2. But in the end, we just loved the game, despite that hatred it gave us for a long time, but we got through it. At Death Mountain, that was something. Never beat Ninja Gaiden until college. Proto, you beat it earlier than I did. I didn't finish it until I streamed it. I had to finish it on stream. That was my first playthrough of Ninja Gaiden, was probably 4 years ago. I finally got it. I had never seen beyond 6-2. 6-2 was my limit. You know where I died on 6-2. Everybody knows. That hallway, that little hallway with a couple of birds and that guy cloak dude throwing stuff, that spot haunted my nightmares for many years. I finally figured out how to do it. It's very simple once you know how to do it. Cannot make the jump. Just can't make that jump. That damn Hammer brother, that guy, right? Dragon Quest II adds a new party member that feels organic. Yeah, it's the sister of the Prince of Canuck, I believe. which she's actually in the original game. She just doesn't join the party. So that was a great idea for an addition for the game. The dreaded AVGN hallway. You know exactly the one. You know it. Some random thing I love to have seen Game Boy games developed for NES, like Pokemon Red and Blue. That would be cool. Seeing a port of Red and Blue. Yeah. I sent you that clip of Nintendo Power Operator helping the dude with Zelda. Okay. Yeah, I usually fall behind in my direct messages. I will eventually get to them, but so if I don't respond, here's Pac-Man. I keep forgetting about that Pac-Man right there. He's there every time, but you got to remember he's there. Why is this game the longer? It's hard, Sagan. This level is truly hard. Very, very difficult level here. The platforming doesn't look hard watching the game, I'm sure, but you're controlling something that's all momentum-based controls. So you can't just do what you want to do instantly. You have to work with the controls of this game, and they're not the easiest to work with. If you try and jump too early, you don't go anywhere. And if you jump too late, you have a tendency to overshoot jumps. And if you know where you're going to go, but you react too late, you're not going to make it because the car needs to get up to speed before you can do it. There's a lot of little details with this game that you can't really know unless you play it yourself. Did Sephiroth do this? Yeah, he did. He made this game. He didn't stick the Midgard Zalem on the pole. He made this game instead. Did Sephiroth do this? Okay, make the jump. Make the jump. That's such a hard jump right there. Holy shit, that's a hard one. Okay, we're gonna bounce off all this crap. All right, this part of the level is not bad. This level cost me some nerves. A blue matrix, I bet it did. I bet it did. This level is something else. I like this game though, I really do like it. All right, we have to wait for the truck to drive by. Now we have room. All right, speed up, speed up. This is a bad jump right here. This is a bad one. Actually, I don't think you have to do this. You can just go this way. The end game in Dragon Warrior 2 is rough to say the least. It's pain. It is very painful, but I do love the game. Okay. Oh my god, that was close. All right, that thing with the spikes is coming up where I died last time. All right, not this time. We need to make one long jump. Better, okay. No! Oh my god, they put Pac-Man. Oh my god, you have to go back. Back, back, go. Faster. No, not another Pac-Man! Why? What psycho made this level? Good God! Alright, there's gonna be a couple of Pac-Man and that's... Oh my god, this game is something else. I hate Pac-Man, what an asshole. No wonder you never got this in the US execs were like, fuck you in your game. Dude, could you imagine a kid playing this? Could you imagine a kid playing this, Sane? You would have thought the same as Adventure Island as you do with this. This would have been another Adventure Island type thing. Pyro Edge, welcome in. Yeah, pure joy, nothing but love. This is fun though. This is gonna be way more memorable than if it had been an easy game. I'm gonna think back and be like, yeah, remember that car game we played on Game Boy? Remember what an asshole it was on the last level? Yeah, this will be something to look back on in a couple of years from now when we're still streaming. I know for a fact I'd be screaming. This game would have gotten taken away from me as a kid if I'd owned it back then. Maybe that's why it was Japan only. They tested this level and they were like, yeah, these kids aren't gonna put up with this. Maybe we better not release it outside Japan. I hate this jump right here, this one right here. That sucks, but I did it that time. I can't do it every time, I can do it sometimes. Kid would throw the Game Boy out of the car window. Yeah, that practically would have been me. I almost did that with Castlevania The Adventure as a kid. I never could beat that. I couldn't even make it to the last stage of that game. That was another one of those I had to beat when I was an adult. Sometimes it's just worse when the game is all cute and shit because it's like the game's laughing at you. It's basically mocking you at this point. There we go. There we go. It had to happen, right? All right. Hopefully I've got more lives. More lives, because you gotta have them at this point in the game. This is why I farmed lives earlier, and it's still not helping. Metroid 2 constantly ran out of batteries. That's a great game. I like Metroid 2. A lot of people do not like that one. Jax, you like Metroid 2 on Game Boy. You did Deathless Run. I watched it. And I grew up with Metroid 2 also on Game Boy. It's good, but man, the navigation in that game is tough. Especially when it's hard to see much on the screen of the Game Boy. That adds to the atmosphere of that game being a little claustrophobic. I like the game, but it took me a while to get through it. I kept getting stuck at a couple of parts because I wasn't backtracking to the right spots. That's the whole thing. But yeah, there's a remake of Metroid 2 on Game Boy it's a fan-made game or something that's like fixes a lot of the issues with it. It really needed a map. That one needed a map way more than the NES Metroid ever did. NES Metroid is easy to draw a map for. Samus Returns, not so much. Okay, I'm getting better at that jump. That's definitely helpful. All right, see, I am improving. I'm getting better at the stage. All right, let's kill the vehicles. Metroid 2 is kind of underrated. Yeah, a lot of people don't really like that one, but I grew up with it. I'm fine with it. Okay, you have to do this fast. Okay, you got to do it fast. Fast. All right, you don't have to go up here. I keep trying to go up here. You don't have to do it. You don't hit the buttons in the correct order. That's what happens. You have to do a fast jump there. You have to do a fast jump, and it doesn't always work. Thought linear nature was fun because all area is so large. I usually prefer linear, but like if I'm playing a Zelda game or a Metroid game, I'm fine with non-linear. But I don't want a platformer to be non-linear for the most part, like just like a random platformer where there's like a billion different ways to go. That just gets on my nerves, but I'm fine with that for Metroid and Zelda. Because you know what you're getting into with those kind of games. Donald Duck Going Quackers did not need to be a collectathon. I'm still kind of sore at that. What in the city connection is this? Kane Good Eye. You know why? Because this is made by the same company. And this is also a very tough, well, everything in this game is not that bad until you get to this level. They packed all the difficulty level into this. Just this one spot. It's kind of nuts. Kane, hope you're having a good day, man. Welcome in. Progress has been a little slow on this level. That's all right. Trying to get good. Can't do it every time. I can do it some of the time, but not every time. Where's Rydia? I know, she's missing out on City Connection. She would be, like, where's the cat? She would want me to die to the cat. She knows the story about why I got so mad at City Connection back in the day. It was because of that stupid cat. And it plays a happy little tune when you hit the cat in City Connection. It used to drive me insane as a kid. Remember when I said earlier, I was like, oh boy, an auto scroll level, this will be a lot of fun. Remember when I said that earlier? Remember? That was a long time ago. I forgot about Pac-Man. I always forget about him right there. He's there, but I always forget he's gonna be there. I have all the other enemies on the stage memorized, but that one. I couldn't beat City Connection because of that cat, me either. I never beat that game. I don't think it has an ending. I think it just loops. I think that's what Rydia told me anyway. It just loops when you get to the end. She beat it. That was an hour ago. That's right. That little happy tune that the cat plays sounds like. I know! That's why it drove me insane, Proto. It's like the cat was almost giving you the middle finger with a happy song. I wonder if that's what the developers were actually going for with that. Hey, look, there's Bubsy. There's Bubsy 3D. I see him, Blue Matrix. Good old Bubsy 3D. I beat that game on stream. That was an adventure and a half. Now, that was Proto's favorite game, too. Proto, remember when you did Bubsy 3D? That was your favorite game. You loved it. You could not wait for more. Cannot beat this level. Cannot beat this level to save my life. This level is going to be harder than take longer than the rest of the game combined. It's going to be one of those things. It's definitely going to be one of those things. There it goes. There goes the car. We're going to have to farm lives again. We're going to have to do another life farm, I think. Fuck! God damn it, this is not funny. This is not funny! The hell is this game? I'm starting to see why this did not get a release now outside Japan. Oh look, I remember where the piece of shit was that time. It's my shitty connection, I know, right? Was it always those cartoonish platformers that are most brutal? I don't know, but that is kind of a thing. The more cartoony and innocent and cute it is, the nastier it's gonna end up. Out with that guy, get rid of that emote, delete that emote, Jax, we're done. We are done with Pac-Man forever. Whoever's got a Pac-Man emote, get rid of it. I don't ever want to see him again. This fucking jump. God! Get up there, worthless piece of junk! Never? Whatever, man. Fuck you, Pac-Man. You piece of shit. It's piece of shit car, piece of shit Pac-Man, piece of shit everything. JJ, welcome in. What's up? Thank you for the micro mic emote. That's gonna make me feel better. Yeah, let's show him micro mic. Yeah, that's exactly what he needs to feel better. Thank you. Just what I wanted to see, thanks. JJ, thank you for the big emote. I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit at this right now. Yeah, make more Pac-Man emotes, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I can do it. Thank you, Lorraine. I'll do it just for you. If you want to do that, I'll do it just for you. Now we're gonna have the winning run. Dude, that jump doesn't even make sense. That's not even a real jump. That's like some random bullshit that you just have to get lucky with. Good, Proto, exactly. Thanks. What the hell is that? Oh my god. That is not me right now, Kane. That is not me. Find the one of that one angry. I know that's one of Hungry's emotes. Find the angry version of that, and that is me. The one that's boiling, put that one in the chat. All right, we're gonna wait here. Banishing Racer the Machine. Let me guess, K-Fight, this is Souls-like. Good! Thank you, Zaylin. That's the one I was looking for. That's me. Pac-Man after he makes a comeback. Dude, Sane, I know where that emote's from. I know where that's from. That's from Star Fox. I know what that is because those asteroids actually come after you. When I first played that as a kid, I was like, this is the scariest shit I've ever seen. Those asteroids with the face actually track you. I couldn't believe it, and they do massive amounts of damage. I know exactly what that is. Holy shit, that brings back some nightmares from back in the day. It's a Kia Souls-like. Kia the car, K-I-A. A friend of mine has a Kia, and his dad was like, you know what Kia stands for? You know what that stands for? Killed in action. He's like, I'm not gonna have a car with an acronym, killed in action. That's what he went with. All right, this jump right here is absolute shit right here. You don't make it half the time! That time I did, but that doesn't mean we'll make it the next time. That's what I'm more concerned about, is what about next time? If there even is a next time. No, there's not gonna be a next time. We're gonna beat it this run. What a game this is, right? This will be fun to look back on this stream later on and be like, remember that stupid car game? There's a level in Dark Souls where you're a platforming car. Well, see the way people describe Souls games? It's Souls-like. It's so hard, it's Souls-like. This game where you play as a car with momentum, that's Souls-like. Just can't make the jump. Just cannot make a jump to save my life here. Last time we had this much difficulty on auto-scroll was Echo the Machine. Yeah, that level kicked the shit out of me for a long time. That is a dementedly difficult level. But see, here's the thing with that level in Echo. The US version, the American version of that game, it takes the checkpoint away from the final boss and from the halfway point of the machine level. The machine is actually not intended to be as hard as it is. It's just that the American version made it that way. And the developers admitted they did it in an interview, saying they didn't want people to beat it by renting it. So yeah, you had some developers that decided they were going to put a big middle finger on that part because of the rental industry. That's what they chose. They didn't care about making the game less fun. They just cared about that part, the rental and beating it thing. I rented, didn't get past level 1. I made it to like level 2 or 3 when I rented Echo, but that wasn't very far at all. There's that stupid jump again, but I made it this time. That jump's like 50-50. It's thwack-like, pretty much. 50-50. For Corman, it was like 95... 95-5, though, Pookums. Remember that? Remember when he killed the boss with that? What the shit? How mad was I? How mad were you? Where's the rental industry now? It's gone. Sadly, I like the rental industry. You could actually rent a game, and guess what? You could actually try it out and not waste money on a bad game. What do you know? Can't make the jump. I made this jump a million times earlier. Now I can't make it a single time. Just cannot make that jump anymore. Literally, thank you for whatever that is. Is that supposed to be Pac-Man? Because I don't want to see it if it is. Sure don't want to see it if it is, because see, I'm sick of Pac-Man. No way to use it once on the boss and it worked. That was cheating bullshit. That's what that was. I'm going to classify that as absolute cheating bullshit, because it never should happen that way. Now they make a game long and take 2 hours to get through the intro so you can refund. so you can't refund it? Yeah, I know, they do that too. And like, there's too many cutscenes in modern games today. Unless I'm playing an RPG, I don't really want cutscenes. Like, if I'm playing an action platformer, I don't care about cutscenes. If I'm playing like a Doom type game, which I wouldn't anyway, I wouldn't want cutscenes in that either. Dude, I just can't beat the level. I just cannot get this level done, no matter what I do. Every move I make is the wrong one. Star Tropics on NES had rental deterrent buy to beat. Yeah, Star Tropics 1 is a very tough game. It's very fun. I loved my playthrough of Star Tropics 1, but that's probably a game people aren't going to rent and beat too often. Occasionally people probably did, but I didn't have enough time when I rented a game to beat it. I would get through some of it, but occasionally I would beat a game on rental, but usually didn't have enough time for it. My weekends were pretty busy. They have cutscenes to make you squeeze through a crack in the wall slowly while the characters chit-chat. That's by design, right? You know, there's a retro store by me. You could rent the games. How do you touch it? You can rent it, so people couldn't rent games behind glass cases. But after COVID, got rid of that and it was buy only, and now it's closed. Well, that's the end of that. That sucks, though. COVID didn't knock out a bunch of stuff like that. We did have a store here that occasionally sold retro games, but it was mostly full of like PlayStation PlayStation 2 shovelware games. So I was never interested or into any of that. I was looking for NES stuff. You can keep your PlayStation 2. I'll take NES. This is one of the hardest levels I played in a Game Boy game. I played a lot of Game Boy games. This one's up there in difficulty. It's way up there. It's not just the Star Tropics letter. Most people are not going to get through Star Tropics, like, as a kid renting it. The letter doesn't... Who cares about the letter? The difficulty of some of those dungeons would have put a lot of people off. So I've watched people stream it. I streamed it. There's some difficult dungeons in Star Tropics. And you die, you go back, you start the whole dungeon over. And 11-year-old kid is going to really have a hard time getting through that. Who cares? Like I said, the letter is the least of their worries. If they even make it that far, which that's a decent chunk into the game. I thought Star Tropics was really good, though. I enjoyed my playthrough very much. Batman the Animated Series for Game Boy. No, I have that game, and we will stream it at some point. We will definitely do Batman the Animated Series on the Game Boy. That is on my list to be done at some point or another. I finally did it. Okay, that jump is, like I said, that's a 50-50 jump whether you make that or not. I've not found any way to make that jump any easier in multiple tries. Star Tropics never appealed to me as a kid. I thought, why the fuck would I want to play a palm tree game? But you didn't realize it was going to be like a dungeon crawler type game, I guess. I mean, the setting of the game is a little bit weird considering like what you're trying to do, but what a fascinating game that was. I really enjoyed my playthrough of Star Tropics. That's a game I never actually even got to play as a kid back in the day. I am really having a big amount of trouble with this jump right here. That time I did it. All right, it's very, very, very close. All right, we're getting deeper into the level. Where is going to be the safe spot from those Pac-Men that show up? Because I know they're coming. All right, that's going to jump. I know what that's going to do. That's not going to jump. That's going to jump. Pac-Man is on his way, and he's going to ruin the run right after this part. Where is he, man? All right, you have to go down. Here he comes. I was ready for him that time. There's another one. How many more Pac-Man is there gonna be? That's 4. I counted 4 that time. Jesus Christ, dude. There's at least 4. How many Pac-Man would you like to show up? Yes. The answer is yes. Lolo 2 would be a hard game to beat on a rental because the Lolo games are long and the puzzles get complicated. I've watched playthroughs of those. I would never stream Lolo, ever. Would I play it off stream? I would. Would I stream it? Hell fucking no. Not in a million years. That would be the king of I see it. So, yeah, you're never going to see Lolo on my stream, even though it's a game I would not hate. Can't control this fucking car. I hate this car. It's such a piece of crap. How many Pac-Man does it take to get in the center of a banishing racer? The world may never know. Now, never ask that again. Deligma, welcome in. How you doing today? Welcome to hell. This level is the worst thing ever. This is such a bad level. Oh my god, I didn't move back quick enough. I knew it was gonna be there, but I didn't move quick enough. Moose Friendly, how you doing today, man? Hope your day's going good. I'm gonna keep going till we beat this. We're gonna beat this today. I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna be sitting here until this game is beaten. 24-hour Banishing Racer, if that's what it takes, so be it. Bring it on. Thank you for the follow, Bisto. Welcome in. How you doing today? If I said your name wrong, you can correct me. It's fine. It's all good. We're playing Banishing Racer, a game that was not very hard until I got to this level, and now it's psychotic. This is one of those games where you spend more time on the last level than you do on the rest of the game combined. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. That sounds like a balancing issue when the game was being developed. I can get the final stage of a game being harder than everything else, that's fine, but this much harder? That's kind of nuts. This car makes the Vic Viper look good? No, it doesn't. I will still take this car over the Vic Viper. All day long. All day long, because this car can perform with no power-ups. The Vic Viper with no power-ups, biggest piece of shit ever. Just can't make that jump each time. Can't do it each time. Some of the time I can, but not all the time. That jump is one of the problems on this level. I know there's 4 Pac-Men now, so once we get to that point, what I'm gonna do with that is stay further back. I have a plan for that next time we get that far into the level, but that jump right there almost feels 50. There's 2 50-50 jumps on this. But yeah, this car is way better than the Vic Viper. I don't care what Retro Junkie or Wolfmaster say. I know they're fans of Gradius, but I'm not. JP, what's up, man? Welcome in. How you doing today? Yeah, Vanessa's playing through the Lolo game. She's doing a fine job. I know some of those puzzles are quite difficult, but people in the chat saying I see it, you know, that makes it worse for the person doing the puzzle, just so you know. That does not help. You want to make it worse, do that. All right, here comes 50-50 jump number 1. All right, that time I got it. It's like you have to be above the van by like a pixel or you don't make it. Gradius fanboy. You're proud of it too. That's the funny part, is you're proud of that. You know what? I respect that too. I actually respect that. Stick with what you like. Even if it's not what other people like, stick with it. You need a punching bag for this game? I could use one too. Why does a cannon occasionally spawn there but not all the time? Because it's random bullshit. What happened? Holy shit, that's ridiculous. It is fair. I will give it that as being fair, MBD, because you have unlimited continues, so it's very fair in that aspect. That's fine. Add enemy shooting projectiles and be wishing you were playing as the Vic Viper. No, I would be wishing I was playing as the Guardian from the Guardian Legend, because she would mop the floor with that shit. The Vic Viper would get hit by a speck of space dust and it would die. Meanwhile, the Guardian from the Guardian Legend, her name is Miriam, would be whooping lots of ass. Unlike the Vic Viper. JP, hope your day's going good. We've been working on this level for a long time now. It's been a good challenge, a really good challenge, actually. A bit infuriating, too, because you're fighting the controls of this game as much as you're fighting with the platforming. Twin B would drop them both? I don't know about that. The Guardian is damn powerful. One of the most powerful shmup protagonists I've ever gotten to play as, but she's up against really powerful enemies, too, so it makes for a really good game. That's what I like. Be a powerful character, but you have to fight powerful enemies. That's why I like Holy Diver. Holy Diver, you're playing as... Okay, I'm just bouncing away. We're picking up extra lives. I need every life I can get. If your character is really powerful, you need to be up against extremely powerful enemies. See, Castlevania Symphony of the Night didn't do that. Alucard's too powerful. The enemies he's up against aren't strong enough. All right, I hate this jump right here. I hate this jump. I hate this jump. Everything I try on that jump is usually wrong. Just cannot figure that jump out right there. I don't know if you need to accelerate then jump, or you need to... I've made it by doing the other thing, but it's 50-50. I don't like it. I'm better at that other jump now. You just have to get over it by like a pixel. Man, I am sick of this level. I am sick of this level. I'm ready to be done with it. We got to do a game of Tecmo Super Bowl after this as well. Like I said, we're gonna whoop the shit out of the Bears. And Proto's gonna sit there and watch his team get annihilated. That's gonna happen. The car isn't the Vic Viper, but its parts are all the same materials. That's true. It is pretty flimsy. It can't not take hits, but it doesn't need power-ups to get the job done. That's the one advantage I'll give it. It does not need power-ups. Bears versus Colts, I think that's coming up. I think that's going to be the game. Insane dude, I really hope you feel better. I missed. You get into that little spot right there, you die. Neon Arcade showed me there's a fan-made redo of Saturn Symphony Night and has a hard mode. Okay, well there we go. A hard mode. Score 1 for Pac-Man. I cannot believe this level. Cannot believe this level. We're about to have to farm lives again because my life supply is starting to dwindle. So we're going to be back to the other levels doing some life farming because I need lives. They're important. I have to argue with people about that sometimes. They're like, why are you killing yourself now? Why? Because I have to replenish my stock of lives. We're not going to go through the game without good supply of lives. It's just not going to happen. You need them. You have to have them. This is not a deathless run. This is not a 1 credit clear. I need lives to learn the level and get good. Did you see the power pellet sub weapon? No, I don't want anything to do with Pac-Man ever again. Cannot believe this. Still better than Pixar's Cars? No. This is, yeah, this is better than that. I don't like Pixar's Cars. I don't like that movie at all. That movie is a piece of crap. It's boring. Really bad. Somebody asked me one time, name a movie. God! Dude, I cannot beat this level. See, we're out of lives. We're going to be back to farming lives on the turtles in a minute. I don't care. Do whatever it takes. I can't get those 1-ups here, though, because I can't make it that far into the level guaranteed every time. I can't guarantee anything. Jumps have to be made perfectly. This game is very unforgiving on jumps. You can't do the same thing every time. So yeah, what I was saying is that somebody asked me one time, name a movie that you will never see again. Cars. That was my answer. I will never see that movie again for the rest of my life. And I don't say that about most movies. Most movies, I'm like, that was all right. It wasn't great or anything. Do I ever care to see it again? Probably not, but I don't really care either way. But not to the point of I don't like Cars. That movie's just not good. Name a movie you guys would never want to see again that you didn't like. And I'll see if I agree with you on it. Why lives when you have unlimited continues? Because when you run out of continues, the problem is you do not get to continue on the same area again. You don't get to do that. I will be put back on stage 5-1 when I run out of lives. And then we'll have to play through those levels again before I even get an opportunity to come back to this one again. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes that cannon spawns, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure what triggers it. Wicker Man and Duplicity. Duplicity is the first movie I ever walked out of. I think I saw that and I didn't like it. Family Games, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Sorry this is going so badly. Most first playthroughs don't go this awful, but this stage is just unbelievable. This stage and we just don't get along. Shrek 3, Human Centipede 2, The Witch, Eraserhead, that Sandra Bullock movie, Gravity, Antichrist. Wow, a lot of variety in movies here. Wicker Man's not good, no. Gonna be a late Tecmo game tonight? Yep, we're still doing it. Tecmo's still on. I don't care if I have to stay up till 9 o'clock tonight. We're doing everything. Terrifier, okay. Nobody agrees with me on Cars. This is the hell I went through on Gremlins 2 on Game Boy. You beat that comfortably. Yeah, see, that's what's interesting. Everybody's playthrough is often going to be different with the same game. Somebody else might stream this and get through this level in like 20 minutes or something. That could easily happen. But that's, for me, that's just not the case today. It is what it is. It's a first playthrough. You just don't... There's that 50-50 shit right there. God damn it, man. Picasso, what's going on? Cars was definitely one of the weaker Pixar movies. Okay, so see, I'm not alone. Picasso, hope you're doing good. You're gonna lose points. Sorry about that. This game got me. Holy God, it didn't beat the crap out of me. Anything with Tom Cruise. Oh my God, we got a Tom Cruise hater. You don't like Mission Impossible? You don't like The Last Samurai? You don't like Top Gun? Tom Cruise movie is usually pretty good. For the most part. There's a racing Tom Cruise movie too. Was it Days of Thunder or something? Top Gun 2 was good. I haven't seen the new Top Gun yet. I need to. Top Gun Maverick. I need to see that. Because I liked the first movie. Saw it as a kid. I didn't like the romance parts of it. I was like, just get rid of this so we can get back to the planes and stuff. But yeah. Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise. I remember that. That's good too. Few Good Men. That's a good one. Don't like Legend. Legend is, I don't know if I've seen that or not. I'm with you about cars. What do you think was the worst aspect of it? Sergius, welcome in. What's going on? I just didn't like the story. I didn't like the characters. I thought the characters were obnoxious. I didn't like the main car. I don't even remember its name. It was red. There was a stupid truck that reminded me of being in Alabama. I didn't like that. So yeah, there was a lot of things I didn't like about that movie. I just found reasons to gripe about it. I had no idea. Didn't care for cars. I could sit through it again. I think I'd sit through Human Centipede 2 again. I've never seen that. Sounds like I don't want to with a name like that. By the way, we're almost out of lives, so it's almost time to go farming again, which that'll be on stage 5 too. Nothing Good's from works where the main character is named Lightning. Oh yeah, the car's name was Lightning McQueen, wasn't it? Yeah. See, I'd almost forgotten because I didn't care. It was a Days of Thunder NES game. I wonder if that's any good. Do you get to play as Tom Cruise? Is that how that game works, or just like you play as some random unnamed car? I'm assuming random unnamed because they didn't have the licensing. There's that jump, boys, by just a couple of pixels. This game and I just not meshing on this stage is weird. That happens occasionally, though. God damn it! Jesus Christ! What else could go wrong? Link would watch Cars again either. Okay. Woozy, I've been on this level more than the rest of the game combined. It's one of those things. You play as a sentient car that looks like a pig, and it controls really awkwardly, and there's Pac-Mans on slinkies. So yeah, I'm describing this game as best I can. It sounds like I'm a lunatic talking about it, but that's what it is. And there's other cars, and there's cannons, and it's really hard to make these jumps. It's a bit of a mess. I hope you and Trick had a good nap. How late did Trick stream? I went to bed when she was still on. This was like, what, 3:30 in the morning or something? It was 3:30 my time. I know you guys were probably up going a long time. Holy crap, you never even went to bed. I wish I could stay up that long. All right, let's get a good run in. Now, it's been a long time since I've even gotten a good run on this level. I swear to God, that's just pure luck right there, whether you make it or not. Don't, oh my God. Great game here in the UK. It was called Wheel Spin Willie here across the pond. Oh, Marty, so what? Did this game get a release outside Japan? I thought this was Japan exclusive. So did this game, that's kind of cool. Almost got an extra life right there. Almost, not quite. Marty, what's going on? Welcome in. That was luck right there. I'll take it occasionally. I'll take some pure luck. There was nowhere to go. There was nowhere to go. There was not one place to go right there except just get killed. How many more attempts is this going to take? This is absurd. Me watching and enjoying. This is not a game to be enjoyed, watching or playing. There's... God! Just won't always just make a jump! Maybe I should just go this way. I'm just gonna go that way from now on. Isometric He-Man, as crappy as that was, it was easier than this game. This game is better quality-wise, but Isometric He-Man was easier than this, despite the bullshit that game had. I haven't run into a game, level in a game that's been this hard in a long time. ROM hacks included. I've gotten through a lot of hard ROM hacks lately. None of them had a level even close to this. This level requires just be perfect here. Okay, you're perfect there. Okay, be perfect again. All right, there's no room for mistake there. All right, be perfect again. It's just constantly, just, you can't make the slightest mistake in this or you're dead. All right, here comes the 50-50. Got it that time. That other time, I swear to God, I didn't make it and it gave it to me. Are you kidding? Are you actually kidding right now? Really? This game is so easy, just makes your jump. Yeah, make all the jumps perfectly every time. That's all you got to do. You got to be perfect 35 times in a row to make it through the level. That's all. No big deal. It was late. It was our longest stream, 10 hours. She finished Klonoa, though. The ending is so good and difficulty spikes are crazy. You love that game. I was digging what I saw in that game last night. I really was. That was not a 3D platformer. That was a 2.5D platformer, and it did look fun. But I thought it was a very nice looking game. There's a lot of those kind of games out there like that. A lot of indie-made games as well. Human Centipede 2 amounts to pure torture porn. Well, that's why I've never seen it before. And I never will. That sounds awful. Why would you watch that to begin with? That's the question. Why even bother? The clock does not matter. No, the clock doesn't matter at all, Shadow Fox. Don't even look at it. If it runs out, it doesn't matter. And that's just for points. Okay, we made it through that jump again. I know how to make that jump. You just can't do it every time. Let's see if we can farm a one-up back here. You occasionally can. The timing has to be just good. 2, 3, 4, jump. Got the lives back. Okay, that's good. I can't do that every time. Martyr's another horror movie I'd find revolting. I've heard of that one. Never seen it, but heard of it. Occasionally you get a cannon spawn here. I don't know why. It just does it. All right, here comes that really shitty jump that I'm not sure how to make. Like, this is another 50-50 jump. Got it that time. Got it that time. That's good. All right, we actually have a run. I'm going the wrong way. Got to get up there quick. All right, there we go. The good thing is, though, like I said, this game is fair. Games can be extremely hard like this, but you got to give unlimited continues if you're going to have a lot of die to learn. That's just fair. All right, we got to make sure we get all these Pac-Men. There's going to be 3 more, I think, at least 3. There's going to be this one. There's going to be that one, and there's going to be one right here. And we're gonna make it. Is there gonna be any more? I was at the end of the level like 8 different times. All right, we finally got it, but there might be a boss fight. There might be a boss fight now, which means if I die to the boss fight, we have to go back again. There is a boss fight. There is. Okay, you know what that means? If I game over on the boss fight, guess what? Guess what? It's a tank. If I game over on this boss fight, we have to play the level again. Can I duck under that? Yes. All right, what do you... Okay, you're gonna roll at me? All right. Okay. Okay, you're gonna roll at me again. There's just gonna be a pattern where it does this. Okay. It did it again! It does it again. Okay. Oh, that's the Blaster Master vehicle. That's Sophia the Third or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Dude, we got through it. Yeah, we did. But now there's a boss at the end of this. No, it's not going to be easy. Don't ever say it's going to be easy. Ever. Do never say that. Because it might end up not being. Don't ever say something is easy. All right, you're gonna roll. All right. Are you gonna roll again, or are you gonna try and shoot me? You're gonna shoot, okay. All right, you're gonna roll. All right, you can read that by the way it backs up. Oh my God, what the hell? Can I even jump that high? Oh my God. I don't know if I can jump that high. What if we do this? Is this doable? Yeah, but I can't go back that far. Or maybe we don't need to. Hold up. Okay, I hope that did some damage. Okay, you can bounce off of it. That's fine. Just gonna roll again. Holy shit. Okay. You can bounce off pretty much anything in this game, which is really... Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so there's gonna be another form like that, except it fires one shot low, so you have to bounce off the low shot, and then probably the middle shot as well. By the way, it's a monkey, too, yeah. It's a monkey! Okay, there's a hit. Alright, it's a good boss fight, by the way, I like it. Probably shouldn't try to go after it right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to go to the other side. That's probably safer. Good boss fight, by the way. I like this one. I'm gonna go for it. I'll land a hit. There we go. All right, you're gonna do that. All right, we need to jump earlier. Okay. You're gonna roll, all right. I'm getting the fight down. Oh, shit. There's not enough time to hit it a third time, though, from that side. From this side, there is, because I can do a boost. I just wanted to dodge it that time. Nope, that wouldn't have made it. All right, that's fine. All right, how much health? Is he not dead after that? It's like, what, 4 hits? Oh my God. I really like him just to go back to the other side. You can't boost jump backwards. That's the problem here. There's no backwards boost jump. You can only boost jump forward. I don't think it's a bird. That looks like a monkey. That's not gonna do it. I can't get the angle. I cannot get the angle for that. I just got an extra life. That's good. I'm just gonna wait till it goes back. I can't do it behind. So it's a hard final boss fight. It's not a gimme fight. It's not easy. Don't use that word. It's not a good word. Go, dude! You can't just stay on that side. You need to switch sides. Is he never gonna do it? He's just gonna stay there forever. He's not gonna switch sides again? This is bullshit. Oh my God, this is terrible. I can't believe this. I can't No! Come on, dude, you can't just stay there forever. You gotta move. This is unbelievable. No, he's not gonna do it. He forced my hand. I had to do it. It was either that or nothing. I had to try. Oh my god, I think maybe it's over now. That's got to be the last boss. That after that kind of level, and that was a good final boss fight. Is it over? I think the ending just froze. Oh no, it didn't. There it goes. Okay. All right, it's going. I was about to say it just locked up, didn't it? No, it didn't. We're good. Guys, thank you for GG's. First try, right? Yeah. Oh, what's the ending gonna be? What's the fairy gonna do? Okay, the car's gonna jump in the air with the fist up, like doing a shuriken or something. What's gonna happen? This is a good game, by the way. I like this, but you gotta be ready to grind that last level down. You gotta memorize everything. Let me guess, the car is gonna turn into a real person, right? It's gonna be something stupid like that. Okay, what just happened right there? Proto, that's not what I was hoping to hear, but that is not what I wanted to hear. It was something to do with the Statue of Liberty. Guys, thank you for the GGs. Holy freaking crap. Now he's flying away in space, right? Good lord, this game's tough. This is a tough game. All right, there's the Statue of Liberty. The fairy like flew into it or something. What the hell? Whatever. Give me your... Okay, fine. Take your idiotic points. Get your stupid points. This is way better than most of the Game Boy Color garbage you've been enduring on Sundays. I agree with that, Vanilla, completely. This is a hard game, but this is not a bad game. There's a difference between hard and bad. This is hard, but this is hard in a good way. This makes you work hard to beat it, but it gives unlimited continues, so it's perfectly fair to make the game extremely hard. I do not complain about that kind of stuff. I'm fine with it. This was, what the heck kind of derpy look is that? I don't know. That should be an emote though, Rob. Somebody should make the car right there like that an emote. All right, well, I finished by 4:15. No, I missed it by 2 hours. Only 2 hours later, we finished it. For what it's worth, Mixer, it's hard to go against you, but I pulled the trigger today. You nailed it, Quirky. Holy shit, you nailed it right on the money. That last level kicked the crap out of me. But like I said, I like this game. I think it's fun. Go stream it. It's fine. Be prepared to die in rage on that last level, or you might beat it in 10 minutes. Either way is fine.